Welcome back to Casuregni. Last time we were with our group of intrepid adventurers, the Red Wardens, were on Mukatara Island. They had just met the Guardian, a minor deity of the realm. And he had taken them up to the top of this mountain where they had seen the rift gate to the elemental plane of fire that he was in charge of protecting. As they watched, a dragon tried to burst through the rift and he sent them off the mountain, telling them to run far and fast. After some trials, they got down in one piece and now sit at the edge of a lake, determining their next moves. So that is where we pick up. It is the 12th of Caudum still.
Didn't we pick our destination, actually? I think I wrote it down.
You were going to head
I
towards
think
one of the points
actually
on the map that he had given you. You don't know what that is.
I think it was this one.
Yeah, we were gonna go to the closer of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Also, we are missing Jason tonight. He couldn't make it, but that's all right.
We will find a way to brave on without him.
Should probably start walking.
That's probably a good idea. Yep.
But what direction? I mean, everything looks the same from down here.
True. Well, away from the lake.
In a somewhat southerly direction.
Well, away from the lake is south, Amel.
Well, yes, but I meant not just away from the lake. If we go south, we should run into it pretty close.
I mean, as long as we're away from the mountain, that is all that matters to me.
That's true. Alright, shall we make our way down?
Yep.
I guess. Who's got the best survival? I have a 4.
Oh, we look at both my characters. Probably Starai.
What a star
I
I
have
have.
+7.
I have
Well,
I was
then
gonna say, I have a
we'll leave
+6,
it to you.
so- Yeah.
24.
24, okay.
Still, those unnaturally good rolls are coming back.
Awesome.
You know, just fudging those dice, right?
No.
So, you guys start walking,
That's right.
and you're walking for a little while, and you notice it's really quiet. Unusually quiet. Especially when you have a blabbermouth in the party. As you look around, you realize that you are missing someone. Beck is gone.
How? Why?
Well,
He probably went back to look at the dragon.
no, I'm not looking for him. Not right now.
No,
Got more important to do.
he's gonna get himself eaten by something.
Wait, which
Well,
one's
it's
missing?
his own choice for running off.
Which one's missing?
Beck.
The dragon tattoo one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, how unfortunate.
So I was just like looking puzzled as the conversation like continues in like Elvish for a bit because of that.
Yeah, because she does not speak Elvish.
Alright. And then like after a few moments she realizes it's like, oh, okay, that makes more sense now.
Well, wherever he is, I hope he's not dead.
Hopefully not.
But I don't really want to stick around and look for him. Not because I want him to die, but because we'll die if we stay around here.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So I need two things to happen. I need someone to roll a d12 for a random encounter, and I need someone else to roll off the what happens to Beck table.
I want to roll the table.
I'll roll the d12.
Okay.
Eight.
Did it roll? I hit roll. Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
19.
Ouch. Okay. I need to make sure I adjust his character sheet. So, for those who are just listening, rolled a 19 on the table, which means that Beck has fought a velociraptor and has taken some damage from it.
Or
Oh no.
Taking a nice chunk of damage, too. Wow, what the heck happened? There we go. Yeah, so that's gonna leave a mark. Alright, but within 8, nothing happens for your random encounter. So it's gonna take you probably, you can get most of the way there in one day, but you're not gonna be able to quite get all the way there. So you will have to make camp.
Well, who's taking watch?
I'll take second. Just like normal.
Okay.
I can always take I can take back. That's Salia's.
First. Okay, that's first watch.
I can take third. That's fine.
Mel, do you need me to take?
Okay. you can
Okay.
do it. Works for me.
I'll be up at that point anyway, so.
Fair enough. I just didn't want Mel to do it.
Yeah, that doesn't
Heard
usually go so
stories.
well.
Especially here.
Alright.
So, first watch, I need a perception check. That would be you, Zelia.
Need to click the right sheet. 15.
Okay.
Weird.
Other than all of the random noises, you see something skitter off in the brush. But this is a jungle. It'd be kind of unusual for there to be no movement at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can tell that there are things around. But you can't pinpoint anything specific. So, it's up to you if you want to do anything with that or not.
She's definitely gonna be like more wary and like more actively like looking around and such just in case. Having her weapon at the ready in
Okay.
case there's an attack because of knowing that there's dangerous things.
All right. Your watch passes. Nothing enters your camp. Do you keep a fire burning during your watch, or do you let it go out?
Mm. I I'm not sure because like I feel like fire would attract things to us, but at the same time the fire could also keep things at bay. And we never found that out
That's
from
why I'm asking. Are you keeping a fire going or not?
um
Is this something that you as a group would
No.
have decided before watches? Is it something you want the
yeah,
others to weigh in on?
let's that.
Sorry.
Would we have lit
No.
a fire?
No.
Would we
Yes,
wanted
we would
to
have
keep
lit
the
a
fire lit
fire.
No. Would we have wanted to keep the fire lit throughout the night?
Yes.
Okay, I would have said yes too.
The reason why is because it helps keep away most things. It keeps away more things than it attracts. So
I agree with that.
All right, so
and
that's
it
the
helps
answer.
everyone see better.
Yeah.
Except for Nira.
Except for those it would harm.
Nira's the only one the fire does not help with
Damn
see.
fire.
All right, so Zelia, your watch passes without anything coming into camp, and it's time for you to wake up second shift.
All right, I'll go wake her up then.
You come into
Hey,
her tent
it's
and
your
you
watch.
see Nira and Celebrin all snuggled together.
She's just gonna like try to like carefully like, cause she's not sure how others usually wake her up. She's just gonna like try to like clear her throat briefly and like say Nira. And
I
hope.
would have heard that.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm a light enough sleeper that I would hear that.
it's time for your watch. Nothing's gone on yet.
Wow. Shocker.
Just, I mean, there was some rustling in the jungle, but I mean, it's a jungle, so hopefully that's all it is.
Yeah, it's not that weird. Okay. Kind of surprising that nothing's happened yet, but rest well.
Same. Shall go off to bed then.
I'll sit by the fire.
All right, and I need a perception roll for second shift.
I swear to God.
This guy's better roll this time.
What is
Better roll.
this?
Nope.
I hate this!
I mean, 10 is average.
I rolled a 4!
But the total was a 10, and the total's what matters. I'm trying to make you feel
Yeah,
better.
total's what matters. I just need to have a +6 to be average.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, it's fine. Foundry hates me, I know.
It does. I'm so sorry. Do you keep the fire going during your shift?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, you see movement. You can tell as you're looking around, light glints off something's eyes, but it disappears. You have that unnerving feeling that something's watching you. But other than that, everything seems grand.
I really need to sleep, but I don't need Celebrate getting kidnapped again. There's nothing during my shift. Just keep going.
Nothing that you can tell, anyway.
I hate that, thanks.
You're welcome. You go get Celebrin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would tell him that, be extra careful. I feel like we're being watched, but I can't stay up.
He agrees with you that you cannot stay up. And gets up for his watch.
Maybe wake up Hina or something, so you're not alone, please.
You sure? I can handle it.
Yeah, she said she was willing to do it. I don't want you by yourself. You've already been kidnapped once.
Not since we got here.
Okay, but like... Please.
Fine.
I'm too busy laughing, I'm sorry.
Fine, I'll go get Hina.
Thank you.
So he goes to Hina's tent to wake her up, and will roll his perception while I do so. Hina.
Hmm?
Are you still willing to take third shift?
Are you okay?
Yeah, Nira doesn't want me by myself.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind.
Sorry about this. It's weird, I know.
It's okay. She seems to care.
Yeah,
good
she
to see.
does.
I don't mind.
Awesome.
Hers any better. A little. It's still single digit.
That's okay, Celebrin rolled a lot better.
13.
It's alright,
Of course you did.
Celebrin rolled a natural 17, so.
Good for him.
You don't. Hina and Celebrin don't notice anything during their watch actively. What they do notice is that something must have happened earlier in the night. They find footprints in their camp, towards the outskirts. But footprints nonetheless. The footprints do seem to be humanoid in nature.
That's strange. Whatever Nira noticed, it's not here. Or whatever she didn't notice.
Anymore.
Why do they look like that? That's weird.
You know, I kind of was under the impression that we were the only people here besides Guardian.
I don't remember Dad saying anything about anybody else being here.
No, I mean, he said he was having some problems, but he didn't specify what those problems were.
I think he'd be more clear with me.
I don't know. Parents can be weird sometimes.
I suppose.
Well, that's been my experience anyway.
Your parents aren't deities, though.
True.
But I guess in a way that kind of makes it worse.
I think it just magnifies things that are just typical in parents. Because I think parenting
Maybe.
is just parenting no matter who or what you are.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, either way, whatever was in camp is not here anymore, so.
Should
Watch,
one of us
somebody
take
lost
our
all their
inventory
rations in the
while-
middle of the night.
That's what I'm saying. Should someone take inventory while the other keeps watch?
I can keep watch if you want to take inventory. I mean, we are kind of known for having our rations stolen in the middle of the night.
So I've heard.
Especially Beck, but we kind of lost him as a whole, so.
What could he be doing?
Trying
Who
to
knows?
die.
Thought he
Currently,
was,
he's
like,
fighting
good at
off another
tracking or something?
velociraptor, so.
My god! So I was right, try not to die.
Like, I thought he was good at tracking. You think he'd be able to stay with the group, or at least, I don't know, find us again?
You would think.
I do. That's why I said it.
Oh, excuse me.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'll go take a look, I guess.
Alright.
I will go through any of the stuff that was at least near where these footprints are.
Okay. You start going
Actually,
through.
who was it near?
It was just kind of around the perimeter of the camp.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
So it wasn't around anybody specifically. If Beck had been in camp, Beck would be the most likely culprit to have his stuff stolen, since he's the only one that doesn't have a tent. Well, he and Zelia. So Zelia would actually probably be the best target to check at this point.
Idiot. Just kidding.
Because Zelia does not have a tent with her as well. She
I thought
probably
it was only
I
has
could have
That's
sworn
one.
I
An idiot.
bought a tent on Star Eye.
Yes, a
For
star.
her?
Did you buy one for her? I thought you bought one for Star Eye.
I think I did. Star Eye bought one like ages ago, but I think I bought one like
Right.
last session for her.
You know what? I think you
Would've been
are
2 sessions
right.
ago.
Did I forget to? Did I forget to? Yeah, I forgot to put it in her thing.
Which is
Put
why
that
I was
down in
thinking she didn't have.
rations.
Yes, you're right. You did buy her rations. So you probably did buy a tent as well, but I was looking at her inventory and didn't see one, so I was just forgetting she had a tent.
I probably forgot to put it on. Sorry.
So if you want to go ahead and add that to her inventory now so I don't make that mistake again. Because Lord knows I will forget if it's not in writing.
Yeah.
So at this point, since everybody has a tent, Emel's is the easiest to enter because he has that lean-to tent. So if they were going for an easy target, Emel would be the most likely, since everyone does have at least a tent. After that, they would probably go after the biggest tent, which would be Nira and Celebrin's tent. So, as far as order of likely people to have their stuff stolen, that would be a reasonable idea to check.
check with the mail first, sorry.
So you start rummaging through ML's things. ML, can you roll me a perception check at disadvantage?
No! Man. 18 ruined by a 1.
Hmm.
How sad.
He sleeps through you rummaging. He doesn't seem to be missing anything, but without knowing what he had in his bag before, it's hard to know if he's missing anything.
Sorry. Fair. There's nothing glaringly obvious. I don't want to bother Mira. I'll just, like, I don't know, keep checking around. Maybe not anywhere specific, because I'm not trying to bother people.
Okay.
Anything that was, like, easy pickings, I guess.
Alright, so you check the cart with the extra supplies. Nothing seems to be missing from what you can tell.
Okay.
You spend the rest of your shift looking while Celebrant keeps watch, or do you give up at some point?
I'll probably do like a round, and then I'll keep watch again.
Okay. You good?
Yeah. What the heck happened?
Alright. So your shift ends. The sun is rising. Amel, you wake up. The first thing you can tell is that someone was rummaging through your stuff.
Jonathan, we can't hear you.
Oh, I didn't realize I'm muted now. I must have muted myself when I was eating. Sorry.
You're good.
I was gonna say I would like to root through all my stuff then.
You root through your
to
stuff.
See if I still have all my stuff.
You are not missing anything. It's just been gone through quite thoroughly.
On. I will put all my stuff back. I will exit my tent, begin my morning ritual, and kind of like look at them like,
Oh my god.
is anyone missing anything?
Not that we can
Are you
tell.
missing something?
No, I'm not missing anything, but it looks like someone went through my stuff.
That was me, sorry.
Okay, well,
No, we saw
Yeah.
footprints around the camp, and we were wondering if anything was stolen. So I was going through your stuff to make sure nothing was stolen.
nothing was stolen.
That's good.
Yes, how was the watch then? Or besides going through all my stuff?
Fine.
Well, I mean,
Footprints, humanoid footprints, even. So that's a little weird.
Oh? Let me see, what do they look like?
humanoid footprints.
Thank you. very
Celebrant takes you to the edge of camp, and
The
several of them have faded by now, but there are still a few clear ones that have not been disturbed. That looks like they were made from a heavy tread, most likely from a boot of some sort.
on? I thought this island was mostly uninhabited. Kind of weird
That's
to
what
see
we were
movements.
saying. Because we thought we were the only people here besides, the Guardian.
Well, it wasn't back, for sure, because,
Otherwise, he'd
Well.
still be here. In theory.
yes, at least
Unless he's avoiding us on purpose.
that would be kind of odd.
I think so too, but it's a theory.
A game theory. Great then. Well, it seems we haven't died tonight. I suppose we'll just make sure to take better care taking watches. I suppose there's enough of us that we could all double up.
True.
That's true.
I suppose it would be wiser since we're in more dangerous areas.
Yeah.
But we can figure that out tonight.
I'll say at this point, the talking has woken up the remaining members. So Zelia, Stareye, and Nira are now awake.
Everyone's so noisy. Zula's gonna make her way out of her tent and join the others.
Noisy
Stars.
is life.
Barely,
This is good.
can barely talk.
Fair. Star is, obviously checking on her little fox and everything, making sure the fox is doing okay after everything that happened recently, and yeah.
Fox looks a little frazzled, but Fox seems to be okay. Very, very accepting of snuggles.
Of course, Fox will get tons of snuggles and also treats, aka rations. Part of her rations for the morning, anyways. As she makes her way out to join the group too.
Okay. Converse amongst yourselves for a moment. The DM needs to take a quick pee break.
Zelia's gonna look at the others. So, did anything else happen last night?
Oh wait, I have to do that because she walked away. Well, Celebrant and I noticed footprints around the camp.
Footprints.
Humanoid footprints.
In the middle of the jungle.
Yeah.
I swear if it's Beck, I'm going to stab him.
The only problem with that theory is that Beck would have stuck around, most likely.
Thought he got himself eaten in the process.
No, but then there would be other kinds of footprints too. All we saw were humanoid footprints.
That's very strange.
Yeah. Because, as everyone's mentioned at this point, other than the Guardian and the creatures he deals with here, we're the only ones here.
Unless someone followed us here. I mean, it's not like there aren't others that know that we're here.
Who's stupid enough to follow us here?
I don't know that many people know that we're here.
We haven't really kept it a secret that we were coming here, though.
Yeah,
To be
we haven't really kept
Fair,
it
it was kind of
secret,
talked
but-
about in the general store, and honestly speaking, that man cannot keep his mouth shut. I mean,
yes, but
okay,
that's
He can
still
keep
a
his
very
mouth shut about
localized
important
area.
things, but when it comes to people that are idiots and coming to this island, oh yeah, he talks about that all the time.
All I'm meaning though, that's still a very localized area.
But
That's-
wasn't there multiple hubs there for different organizations?
I
Yeah, a lot of
suppose.
people go through.
But it would be weird for them to make their way
It's
out
the
to Mukatara Island and
best-
not die.
Port for
That's-
people to come to. I mean, if they have motive.
I don't think motive matters whether or not they die. It seems to be a pretty dangerous island.
I mean, to come here still, but
I mean,
I mean-
other than us, like, our motive was, it sounds interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't that why we came here?
Pretty much. Like, it's kind of odd that people would be following us specifically, since it's not like Mukatara Island's known for having, like, ancient secret treasure or something like that. Like, it's just
At
an
least it's not
island
known
people
for that.
die.
Yes, but you're also the crown prince of Abai.
Oh, we don't really announce that I'm the crown prince of Abai to people.
But
That's
if
true.
there's a contract out on your head, and
Oh,
that means there would most likely be a look at who your father is.
Contract. I'm aware of who my father is. Are you aware of what would happen if someone tried to assassinate me?
I don't know, but I'm saying that someone, if it was upstart assassin, they might try actually taking out that.
I don't think the Syndicate would even be willing to touch the royal family of Abai.
I
That's
don't think
fair.
it'd be the syndicate.
I can't think of anyone who'd be more capable than the Syndicate, though. Also, to be fair, if I can handle Nira, I don't think I need to worry about anyone else.
I'd say what the hell is that supposed to mean, but I actually completely understand what you mean, so I won't ask.
Well, I'm just gonna start packing up because we can't stay here forever.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yep. So in the meantime, while everyone was talking, sorry, I was already doing that with her own tent.
However, because Starry is half the size of everyone else, it takes her twice as long, so
Honestly, probably does.
they all finish at the same time anyways.
You know, if we weren't in the middle of a jungle, I'd have the perfect thing to do right now, just while we were waiting. But seems like a really bad time right now.
And what would that be?
Oh, there's this game. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it. I know it's an ancient game. Wizards and Thieves. Actually, ML, you might know it. The Wizards and Thieves game. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I'm familiar with it.
Oh, thank God.
It's an old game.
Aurelius did pass it on. It's a dice game. It's actually really fun to play. But here's not really the place. So
No, I
yeah.
also don't really think we diced.
That's true. But I mean, you just pretend.
Just kidding.
Gento dice.
Pretend dice. But no, maybe we'll teach you sometime.
Yes. Probably not on an island of death, though.
That's exactly why we're not playing right now.
Let's continue on.
Okay. So,
We packed up our stuff while you were gone.
okay, sounds good. Sorry, I had to take a potty break. So, I need someone to roll a d12 for a random encounter. I need a survival check for whoever's leading the charge. And I need someone to roll on the what happens to Beck table. So who's taking charge? Because that roll needs to happen first.
D12.
Well, first we need the
Well, that
survival
would
check.
still be
Who's
Star
rolling that? Star Eye.
I'd say Starry should roll that because she's got the best survival.
Okay.
I'll roll the D12 check and Steph can roll the D100 check.
Yay. At least
Okay.
it's a 12.
Hooray!
Okay, so that's survival.
Damn it!
You keep rolling 8s. So Beck now has a level of exhaustion. Fun, fun, fun. Let me
Well,
give
makes
Beck
sense.
his
He
exhaustion.
was fighting a velociraptor last night.
True. All night he was fighting velociraptors. So let me give him his level of exhaustion.
He's-
If it will ever load. There we go.
He's not doing that well.
No, he's not doing very well. Does someone want to put in the group chat where he's currently sitting at in his health?
Well, you can't see his exact health.
I can see
I will
it's
tell you.
low.
I will tell you. He is at 23 hit points out of 63.
Yeah. Frida.
Those
Who's doing
those
it?
I'll
velociraptors
do it.
did a number on him.
See, if he was a Mel, then he'd be fine. Just kidding. Not fine, but better. I have a full 8 HP more than
I
he
said
does.
back in the chat instead of Jason, because I mean, I would hope Jason's not at 23 hit points.
Jason, out of 4 hit points, you're at 23 because you're a normal human being. You're actually doing really well for yourself right now. Your con mod is built.
For Jason?
Like me.
We'll see if he sees it and if he responds. Okay. So,
He's gonna be like, wait, there are bad things on this table?
I mean, look
I
at where
told
we
him
are.
that if something horrible happened, we would tell him.
It's totally bad things. That's not true. That's not true. It's not only bad things.
It's not only
just
bad
mostly
things.
bad things.
Mostly. You are on Death Island, after
Mostly
all.
bad things.
It's
Exactly.
Death Island. Okay.
Has to be realistic.
So, y'all are lost.
Great.
Sean, you're not doing it. I thought you were gonna start doing it.
Oh,
Um,
what my grandpa does?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I remember when I'd walk along, traveling with good old great-grandfather Reginald, and he'd be like, Williams! Williams! We're gonna die!
Did you really say that?
Yes. Most of the time we were in the market.
What?
We were... Anyway.
Interesting. Okay. So you find yourself horribly lost. You think you're starting to hear the ocean in the distance? Which means you're much closer to shore than you originally anticipated. You're one hex off. There we go. So either you've gone past it, or you're just in the wrong place. And the sun is starting to set again. You do, however,
you guys
hear more
wanna make camp and
dinosaurs.
Oh. Set up more fires?
Yes. Yes. That sounds like a great plan.
I would say try to set up at least 3, if not 4, if we have time to.
Ward this place with fire.
We just dig a big old pit.
Light 'em up,
We
up,
make a big
up,
ring
light 'em up,
around
up,
that
up.
pit. Fill us with fire.
Don't worry, you don't have to waste your time doing this. I got it.
Alright. So, now that you find yourselves horribly lost, what would you like to do besides set up fires all over the place? And trying not to burn
Cry.
down the island. Crying is a free action, so you can do that.
I'm totally
Whoa.
kidding.
Whoa, no one said we couldn't burn down the island.
Not with that attitude. That's true. Also, no one did say we couldn't burn down the island. Don't think I want
Ooh!
to. We totally
No,
could.
small animal.
Is there any conversation that would like to be had? Anything at all that you would like to do before you go to bed for the night?
I don't think so. Outside of trying to get a bearing to where we are. Well, I suppose what we could do, since we know we're close to the ocean, but we can't seem to see this structure, is maybe we could pick and follow the coastline one way and see if we find the structure, or at least can see it. We can move closer to it.
That's a good idea. I could also try to maybe not like directly in camp, but like in the direction, like a little bit outside of camp. But like in a 5-foot cube, I could faintly make it smell like a skunk. Maybe it will deter the dinosaurs.
Well, it's stinky over here. Matthew 275. Why is it so stinky?
It only persists for a round, but still, it might
Anybody got prestidigitation?
I have
Yes,
Druid craft.
Amel does have prestidigitation.
What? Fancy! Look at you go! No, I don't. Neither of me don't.
He can do all the
Neither of
things.
me.
For instance, he can make people see flashes of light by punching them in the face.
Nice.
Wow.
He can start fires with flint and steel.
Wow,
Wow.
fancy.
Gotta love that human fighter.
He can
Druid
make
craft.
he can make various bird sounds and animal sounds
With this mouth.
with his mouth.
Yeah, with Druidcraft, it does allow me to like I could do something like make the faint odor of a skunk. It just has to like fit within a 5-foot cube, and it doesn't last for very long. But it's a cantrip, so it's not like I'm wasting a spell slot.
Up to you.
It's not like we really waste spell slots in this game.
You get
Yeah,
them all
she's-
back
I
pretty
think
much
before they start-
immediately.
Yeah. I think Sarah will offer to like go on the first watch because I think she's just gonna like cast it occasionally throughout the night, just as an extra thing of like I don't know, like maybe raptor like dinosaurs don't like smelly things. I don't know. I should like occasionally just like shift to like where she's casting it exactly,
Okay.
so it's not like stagnant. Anyone want to join Star Eye for first watch?
I guess Amel could.
First watch, are you sure?
Well,
Aren't
with
you best on
Star Eye.
third watch?
Well, I'll be up halfway through third watch anyways. I suppose I could do third watch then.
Hina can do first watch with Star Eye.
Works for me.
Celebrin will do
Nero will
third
do
watch
second watch.
with Zelia. And then Celebrin does
Or-
third watch with Amel.
No,
I thought you were saying Celebrant and Zelia on third watch.
No.
Like, no. I'm not watching with Amel. Sorry, Amel.
No.
You were
Celebrin will
useless,
take
and
third
I've
watch.
been rolling like crap.
Celebrin will take third watch with Amel, and Zelia will take second watch with Nira. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Okay, so Stareye and Hina.
that's like the best.
So since you guys are doubling up, either each person can roll once, or one person can roll with advantage.
What do you got?
You guys want to rollies this, or do you
I
want
mean,
to
I-
do somebody with advantage?
I'm asking like what her modifier
I
is.
have a +4 to perception typically.
So do I. So we can just both roll it, or one
Okay.
of us can have perception. Advantage.
I mean-
I can't speak English.
It would be the same regardless.
shame.
Yeah, might as well have us
roll
both.
it. It'll be fun.
Rollies!
Yours is gonna be better because I'm rolling like garbage.
Stop speaking that into the universe!
No,
Stop it!
I said that after I rolled like garbage. I didn't say I rolled like garbage until after I saw the 6.
You just need to start rolling IRL
true.
and stop rolling it on the virtual tabletop.
You'd think it'd be nice to me. Fine. No, I'm gonna stick with virtual tabletop. Thank you very much. I just rolled a 1.
Hasn't come through yet for me. Well, Star
Really?
Eyes has, but
Bitch,
Nira's
she rolled.
hasn't.
Hina?
Hina's, that's what I meant. Yeah. I got Star Eye.
It should be right
Yeah,
above mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I
came through.
don't
I rolled
see
first.
it.
I
So
rolled
what did you
10.
roll? A 10? Okay.
Or I rolled a 6 plus 4, which is 10.
I only need to know
And
what the
then
total
IRL, I
is.
rolled a 1, so not rolling IRL anymore. Oh, that's a 3. Just threw it. I rolled a 3. I'm just not rolling at all.
See, I like my dice. They're nice to me in person. Like, that's a 14 right there. So, my bad.
That's another one.
That sucks for you. Holy crap. Maybe try different dice? I don't know.
These are my green and purple ones, though.
I rolled a 12
Mushroom.
7.
on my real dice.
Maybe
ridiculous.
change up your tabletop,
Keep
your
it going
virtual
on the dark
dice, and then it will, fix it. I don't know.
I rolled a
Anyway.
20.
Look at you go. Anyway. First
You
watch.
cheater.
Anything happening on
Cheater.
first watch? Is anybody talking to each other? What's happening on first watch?
I'm trying to watch. It's not going well. Sorry.
Well, I mean, like I said earlier, Star Eye's doing her little weird thing with the Druidcraft, because why not? But I guess she could also, like, be talking with Hina during that.
That would probably be good because Hina took third watch the night before and has been up for a really long time.
Hey, you doing good there?
Wait, what?
Are you good?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to watch.
Okay, you
It's
just
really
seem
hard
a little
to
bit
watch
out of
when there's
it.
nothing to look at.
Fair enough. Yeah, definitely not the easiest thing to do.
Nope.
I know one thing I do whenever I'm trying to, you know, keep watch and pay attention is I'll sometimes pray to my deity, which, I mean, in your sense, that's your family, but you could always try talking to them, maybe see if your grandma would answer, or grandpap.
Last time I tried talking to my grandmother, she just left a note in a dream going, "Hey, I love you, I miss you, I'm busy." Something like that. And then I almost got shot in the head, so you know. That went out so well for me.
So that's what happened that
Why am I
night.
so optimistic? I'm just kidding.
Well, at least one of your relatives was looking out for you that night. If it wasn't for the Wild
That's
Daughter, I
true.
wouldn't have known.
That's true. At least someone's paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I could try contacting my grandfather?
Yeah. Maybe he'll answer.
I was about to be really informal, like she wouldn't be, but I so would be right now. I guess
Well-
she'd start praying to Ice Father, because, like, she hadn't talked to him in a while either.
Okay, go ahead and roll religion.
Oh, religion. Okay. Where is my... Oh, I closed my... Why did I do that?
Why is it trying to speak Draconic?
Oh, 19! I was gonna say, if I
Nice!
rolled bad, I quit. Okay, 19.
Okay. I'm trying to see what I rolled now. Okay. Again,
I
this
can't
thing
read!
is trying to speak common for not speaking common, it's trying to speak Draconic for some reason. Anyway, okay.
Me too.
You get a response. You do get a response. And he says that he has been watching over you. That he's so happy that you've reunited with your father. And to try and keep him out of trouble. Please.
Wait, what? Wait, I missed what you said.
He's been watching over you.
Your
He's
mic was cutting
happy.
out.
He's happy that you reunited with your father. And to please try and keep him out of trouble.
That's what it was.
I'm doing my best.
If possible, on during our watch too, if towards the end of it, if Star Eye could also try praying to her deity.
Go ahead, roll religion.
Let's see how this goes. Not very well.
Don't worry though, she's still gonna roll like a 100 and the Wild Daughter's just gonna appear. Or something like that.
No, I rolled on a D100 a 10. So, no response tonight, sorry.
Well, no, it's just like I've had enough with you.
You don't know what's going on with her, but she's not responding.
Be busy. That's what they always say. I'm busy.
I don't know. Star Wars had a lot of conversation so far.
Oh, count yourself lucky. I'm the descendant of two and I barely hear from them. I still love you both, though. Please don't take that as slander. It's not slander, I love you. It's weird not seeing them, though. That's probably the hardest part for me. Because they were always around before. And
Yeah,
now they're
imagine
not.
that would be.
Now I just have to sit here and pretend I'm talking to them, and then they might respond in my head. It's kind of surreal.
I guess that would be a little bit weird when are used to having that contact with them.
Yeah. So when I say it, it's not because I'm mad. It's just really strange.
Fair enough. Understandable.
And I hope they understand that. Because I'm not trying to be slanderous.
Yeah.
You guys hear rustling outside of your camp. Probably a little distance.
What is... That's not normal. Something's been following us, for sure. You don't think it's your dad, do you?
No. I highly doubt it. My dad wouldn't hide around like this. He knows I'm here. That'd be really stupid of him to do that. And I'm pretty sure he knows that'd be stupid. And if he doesn't know, this is his warning.
Um... I would like to try speaking with plants.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and... I did not click on that successfully. I'm sorry. 1 second. I do not want to place that down. So whenever she does that, she's going to try to communicate with the plants that are somewhere nearby. I guess to see if they have I guess to see if they're aware of whoever is outside of camp. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how much plants can tell.
What specifically are you asking them?
Does the person outside of camp mean us harm?
The plants then ask you for the definition of a person. They want to know what you consider to be a people.
Does the creature that's whistling, making noise near camp in whatever direction that is? I don't know.
Oh, the raptors.
They're saying that the whistling is raptors?
It's not whistling, it's rustling. Like things moving and shifting.
Oh, rustling. Okay, I thought I heard whistling earlier. Sorry, so it's rustling.
Right.
Well, that's not good. The plants say it's raptors.
did they freeze? Am I frozen? Am I frozen?
Sorry, will relate to Hina that it's raptors. I can see Seth moving.
We hear you. You're still moving. Do you just not see us?
No, I can see you now.
I can see you.
But
You
she had
see
responded.
me?
She had talked to you,
Oh,
and you
yeah,
guys didn't
I heard-
respond.
Sorry, I didn't realize she was talking to me. I got sidetracked. Sorry.
The plants say it's raptors.
Oh.
If I am still able to, I'm also gonna ask the plants if they know how many raptors,
Okay.
if it can count.
I can be ready.
I
to
don't
back you
know.
up if needed. And I'll have this whip back there.
Fair enough, it was worth asking.
As you are talking to the plants, a small creature about the size of a chicken comes into the light through the grass. It's partially scaly, partially covered in feathers. Has the biggest, roundest eyes you have ever seen on a creature.
How close is
Can
it
I
to us?
It's just come into the light, so it's on the very edge of your camp.
Can I cast Speak with Animals?
Sure. I just need to check something real quick.
I'm ready my whip.
My computer is running really slowly right now. Pardon me, just give me 1 second as I try to get this thing to work. I need to double check that this counts as an animal.
I mean, I would hope.
It does count as an animal.
Yay.
Okay. So you have gained the ability to speak to animals.
Sorry, just gonna like stare at. Yep.
It's about the size of a chicken.
She's
Big,
just
big
gonna-
round eyes.
Very, very bluntly say, "What do you want?"
Hungry.
That's unfortunate. Are you hunting?
Hungry.
It's hungry.
Well, dead means no longer hungry, and I'm going to try and whip it right on.
Okay.
Probably not alone.
Bless you.
Come on! Ah! 12.
Unfortunately, a 12 misses.
Of course it does. Why do I play this game?
I told you, change your dice.
I wouldn't have done anything.
The creature
Fine. I was starting to, and then I got distracted. There's too much going on. Anyway, fine. Keep going.
The creature leaps out of the way of the whip and lets out a short, somewhat of it's like a barking noise, but it also has somewhat of a trill to it. And you see like 8 or 9 other little chicken-like creatures emerge from the brush. Just give me 1 second here. Why is so many things playing at the same time? What is happening? Oh, everything just freaked out. So, you have 6 seconds to take an action, the two of you that are awake. This for Hina, it cannot be an attack since you've already attacked. So you have 6 seconds to do something.
Do I have the ability to attack, being I haven't?
Yep.
Okay. Um, in the direction that the raptors are any of our tents in that general direction, or is it just?
I mean,
Or
yeah,
I'm guessing not from
the
the
majority of your
way you
camp
have
is
it laid out.
between. Well, this is just because of the way the map is, but you guys are around your camp.
Mm-hmm. I'm mostly asking because I'm trying to figure out if I could like do a 15 feet cube to.
Yeah.
Towards. All right.
My main
Probably
question
gonna move
is
a
are
bit
you
closer
trying to
because
wake
if I
up
don't,
your
I'm not gonna.
companions?
I'm doing that.
How
Yeah, I think
how
Hina
are you
was
doing
prepared
that?
to do that.
I don't know whose tent is closest to me, but whoever's it is, I'm going to. What?
I was gonna say while Star Eye's attacking, what are you doing?
Well, I don't know whose tent's closest to me, but I'm going to like move it, try to get their attention inside, and shout, we got trouble" or something like that.
Okay. I'll say with the shout, Emel's tent is gonna be closest.
So
Go ahead and take your attack, Star Eye.
wake up to that.
Yes, he'll wake up.
Does everyone wake up to that?
Yes.
Right.
Sorry, it's gonna move a little bit closer during that,
Make an
and then
inconsequential roll.
cast.
Wow, I rolled a 1 for Celebrin. Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I'm torn between two things. I'm trying to figure out which one's the better. And I'm gonna go ahead and cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Um,
Con saving throw for those ones. I have to wait for the
so
dice
whichever
to
ones I
disappear
could
off my
theoretically
screen
actually
because
do.
they're taking forever to disappear on mine, and I currently can't click anybody because the dice keep covering them even when I move them. Oh, that's why it crashed on me. Hold on. It's reloading. In theory, it's reloading anyway. Downloading world data. Please wait. What's the DC on the con saving throw?
The DC is DC 15.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be a natural 17 for them.
Drats.
So do they take half upon a successful save?
So they take um yes, they take half, so I have to roll still.
Okay.
So I have to roll 2d8. So 2 damage.
2 damage. Okay.
That could have gone better.
All right. So as everybody wakes up, we're gonna go ahead and begin initiative. Everyone who was not awake at the start of this combat is going to start off in their tents. I will start the actual combat as soon as Foundry decides to load for me. So it starts off with Nira at the top of initiative.
That's me!
That is you!
Alright. Devin's gonna hear the shouting. Up out of her tent. See see all these velociraptors. Is there anything of ours that is in their vicinity?
The cart is near those two that are farthest back.
Like these two?
Yes.
Wait, what cart?
Your cart.
Our cart didn't.
The cart's on the ship.
Oh yes, that's right. You have your belongings.
been
You don't
carrying
have
our
the
stuff.
carts. Right. So yeah, so no, then there's nothing there. I've been thinking you guys
Oh.
had the cart with you, but you don't. You've been on foot, that's right.
It's okay.
No cut.
I can get them all.
Oh! Is this a fireball?
It is a fireball.
I saw that radius and I knew exactly what that was. Ow! Okay, go ahead and roll it. I will roll a dex save for them.
There's 2 1s in there. That's so sad. Ah! It's fine. It's fine. 86, I got a 22. Because I rolled 2 1s. That's
Alright,
okay.
they are all
I
going to
just said
take
it wrong
half.
there. 3. They all succeeded?
It's a
Which all
pass
rolled
it's a
the
pass
same.
fail for all of
Or
them.
all the same.
It's pass fail for all of them. So I just roll once for all of them.
Oh.
So
11.
they all succeed, so they
Oh,
all take
took
half.
11.
So those 4 in Thunder Wave are all dead. I just can't currently do anything about
Oh.
that because I am still waiting for this thing to load. But they are all dead.
Which means they have 13 health.
They do.
Which means the rest only have 2.
Yes. They are all very bloodied.
Great.
We're going to skip the Velociraptor's turn because I can't do anything. We're also going to skip Celebrin's turn because I can't do anything.
I can do it.
Okay, go ahead. Do something for
I
Celebrin.
have control of his token.
Go ahead. Do something for Celebrin.
All right.
Tell me what
No,
Celebrin's doing.
That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, Celebrin is... What can he do? Wait a minute. He doesn't have any AoE stuff. That's okay. He's going to chuck a firebolt. Why not? He'll chuck it at... Ooh, I got it. He'll chuck it at this one here. The one by the square on top.
Okay.
And that's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And...
So which means they're probably going to be dead.
as I said, minimum would do it. 15.
Yeah, it's dead. Which means there
Alright,
are
go.
4 Velociraptors left.
And he can only attack once, so that's his turn.
I might have to stop the
Which means
server.
it's Zelia's
So-
turn.
Celia?
Yes, it's Zelia's turn.
Um,
This is so annoying. It's not loading.
I really wished I had a ranged weapon, but so she's gonna get out of her tent,
You've
and I'm
almost-
trying to think if I can
Sorry.
reach. Can I in reason get to the like walk towards the one that's on
Yeah,
the ground?
yeah, you can get
at
within
the
melee
bottom
if that's what you're
of the map?
wondering.
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and attack it with my dagger.
Okay.
Sorry, I just have to click on the stabby stab. Ooh!
Congratulations, cheater.
What did you roll?
That's
Oh,
funny.
what a natural
You
20!
crit against the Velociraptor with 2 HP left? Ugh.
Yeah. She
And
did.
I still
I
can't get into my
I'm
own
gonna roll a
freaking
damage
game.
just to see.
Just roll it. Let's see.
And I
what
rolled
it is.
11 damage.
You almost would have one-tapped that
That's
stupid sucker. I'm
Should I say
so
anything
mad
now?
that I
don't
can't
wanna
get
know.
in right
daggers
now.
I did with a ball of fire.
Ah!
Cheater.
Okay, well, yeah, that thing is very dead.
Guess I
So
only
there
have one
are
attack.
3 left. So what I'll do is for their
So that's
for their
her turn.
movement, what they will have done is the 3 that are left are going to take the place of the 3 that are up front of the thunder wave sphere. So we'll just make it that those 3 are the
Okay.
ones that are left.
Okay,
We'll see if I can actually.
that's Celia's
get in.
turn, so it brings us to Hino.
All right. Hina?
Oh, is it me now? Haha.
And hopefully I'll actually be able to get my
Gonna
server
get
to
this
load.
freaking whip to work. Gonna get this freaking whip to work. Come on. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. Where am I? There we go. A 26.
Yeah, that hits. It's gonna make me stop the server.
18.
Okay.
That one's dead.
Yep.
There's 2 left.
There's 2 left. I believe that means it's Amel's turn.
Wait a minute. Wait, can I attack twice? I can attack twice. I'm a paladin.
Okay.
What am I doing? For luck's sake. For luck's sake, we'll do it one more time.
Okay.
Are you good with that, John?
Yeah, that's
Never mind. I rolled a 3. 11 misses. Now it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
See? Doesn't matter.
Yay.
Actually, wait. No, it's not your turn. It's Star Eye's turn.
Oh, Star Eyes.
You come
next.
after Star Eye. Sorry.
There's 2 left, so Star
I
Eye.
just double checked the tracker.
You're fine. I still can't get into my own game, and I'm
Uh.
getting really angry about this.
Starry is going to run up to the one that's closest to her. Which one did you kill?
What?
One, Hina?
Oh, I killed.
Which one did you?
I killed that one.
Bottom. Okay, I will go to the middle one. And I will attack it with my. What do you mean? Let me attack. What do you mean Starry doesn't have control of that? Gonna bonk it with a quarterstaff.
Okay. Did you
22.
crit again? Okay,
Ah.
no.
No, it's a natural 19 though.
Oh, fun. That hits.
5 damage, so.
Yeah, it's dead. Is that it for your turn, Star Eye?
That's gonna be Starry's turn, so. That's it for my turn.
Okay. Mel, take out the last one for me, please.
Okay. I'm not
Get
gonna
it,
move
ML.
if there's only one.
There's only one left. You don't need to move. You're fine.
I'll move.
Kill it, ML. You got it.
Bonk.
16.
That hits. You need
Yeah,
to do 2
you
damage.
killed it.
Yep. It's dead! Woohoo! And I am going to take this opportunity while you guys roleplay out what's happening at the end. I'm going to stop the server. As soon as it freaking loads. Holy crap, everything's running so slowly today. I'm sorry, I will stop the drums as soon as possible. Good lord, something work.
Did you?
Well, that was terrible.
Did anyone see these scraps that could have been tied to Beck? Oh look, I finally lost contact to
No.
the server.
Hmm. So, you guys are talking.
So before something humanoid was watching us, and now we got top tag raptors. What is going on?
I
I mean,
mean,
we're on an island full of these kinds of creatures. I suppose it's not that weird.
Dad did say stuff about raptors.
Yes, but the humanoid was the weird thing the other night.
I definitely
true.
agree with that, but fighting raptors wasn't that strange.
That's pretty normal. Suddenly, one of the raptors transforms into a humanoid. they were polymorphed. It's Beck.
Oh no! Just kidding.
Stabs.
Oh no! What a nightmare!
So, you are surrounded by the bodies of tiny raptors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd probably start like dragging them away from the campsite because we don't want anything that gets attracted to their bodies to like come hanging around the campsite.
That's certainly fair.
Hino would definitely help with that.
Okay.
And I mean, they're like the size of chickens, so I'm
They
sure Mel
are.
could probably grab like 4 by the tails and just kind of like walk them.
Fair.
They could be edible. I mean, we did. The word they were. Some of them were basically. Most of them were basically fried.
I pick up one of them. You want to eat it?
Maybe not, but they could
Well,
be
then I'm
edible.
throwing them over here. And I start walking away again.
Okay. Wow, everything is running so slow. Holy moly. I'll let you guys know when it's safe to come back in. As I currently reload everything. Holy vey. So, you settle back down. You've cleaned up your camp. It's about midway through second watch now. By the time you get everything cleaned up.
we need to take extra time in the morning for Star and Hina to get more sleep, that's fine. We'll keep an eye out.
Yes. Fine.
That would probably be a good idea.
All right,
Okay.
then everyone else to bed, I guess. When did I become in charge?
Everyone else goes to bed. I will, if you could roll IRL, give me a perception check. You said you have a +6
Are
to
we doing
perception. Either one of you can have
Oh,
advantage,
okay.
or one of you.
I don't need it. I rolled a nat 20.
nice? And I rolled a 16 plus my modifier, so natural 16 plus whatever. So we're both doing good. Could have used that last watch.
No kidding.
All right. Watch goes fairly smoothly. I mean, as much as you can. Some of you are still pretty hyped on adrenaline from that fight.
Mm.
Fireball tends to do that to you.
Yes. I cannot get this stupid thing to log back in as the GM. Holy crap.
That's not good.
I don't know
And
what's happening.
I don't expect Zelia to be just fine with, a fireball going off in her face without expecting it.
Yeah, that's fair.
'Cause
How
I
does
don't
Zelia
think she knew
react to that
Sierra
battle?
could do that.
That's a very good question of why the heck is there a stink bug up there. Um,
I don't know that that's a question that any of us can answer.
she's probably shocked by the fact that like it happened and everything, but at the same time though, she's met a literal god at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you might not be
That's-
baffled by it, but you probably didn't expect
yeah,
it. You didn't know
like
she could do that.
so she's surprised, maybe a little uneasy, but at the same time she can't fully judge because of what she is with being a tiefling. And I mean, come on, she's already used to everybody hating her, so it's like, eh.
Okay.
It's like
Does she have anything she wants to
Nero's
say
never done anything
to?
to cause her to distrust her.
Okay.
So that thing you did back there, the what was that, a fireball?
Oh, that?
Or
Yeah.
yeah,
What about it?
that was good thinking. Didn't know you were a caster though.
Mm-hmm.
Really glad you were after that, or else who knows how much damage those guys could have done.
It's refreshing to hear that, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of imagine you don't hear it that
No.
often, but
Though I'm finding more people are fine with it than I expected. But it just
well,
be
that's always a good thing.
must just be my overwhelming charm or whatever.
Let's go with that.
You know me. Or don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I can't say I know you that well yet.
know. No.
But I mean, at least in the syndicate, you have some influence, so at least in the sense of who you are.
True. And apparently I had way more recognition than I realized.
You're literally the youngest member and a protege. What did you
That
expect?
protege part I wasn't really aware of.
I feel like I heard somebody else say that earlier, or several sessions back, so I don't know.
No, like she was called a protege.
Okay,
That was
okay,
the
I was
first time
remembering right.
she had heard herself be called a protege. So like that was new for her too.
I mean, can't
Most
say
of
I'm
the time it
completely
was just
surprised.
Honey's girl, which, whatever, it's not a bad thing. Honestly, it's probably the best thing that could have happened.
Hmm. It's probably one of those things where Honey probably didn't want you to get too big of a head. If I had a guess, granted, I don't know Honey, but
No, it was more like Honey didn't want me walking straight into my death.
I could see that too.
Our meeting was very strange.
Oh, do you care to share, or
I mean, it won't hurt to. You saw what I just did.
yeah, I mean,
Uh,
yeah.
I ended up with the syndicate like 5-ish years ago.
Hmm.
I was really, really young, which obviously I'm still really young, apparently.
By the way, how old are you?
16.
Ah, I wasn't quite sure, but that explains a lot too. In the sense of how old you look. I can't always quite tell. Some people look younger than they actually are, and other people look older than they are, and it's better not to assume,
And some people look
especially
dead.
in our line of work.
Right? I smuggled myself across the entire world.
That's
Um,
impressive.
yeah, Erica caught me between Port Aphrodite and God, I can't remember the name of the port. Which one is it? The one in Zoglia. Why am I drawing a blank?
Port Vaxel?
Mm.
Dang it. That's the one. Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, I was caught somewhere between Port Aphrodite and Port Vaxel, and Erica seemed not half interested. She seemed interested, but didn't really want to interact with me. And when we landed, I booked it, and she was not able to catch me. I went all the way to Ilton. I was going to keep going, but Honey said that would be a bad idea. You're gonna die. She was right, but I don't know. I was 11 and desperate. Needed to go far away from home as I could.
So it's been roughly 5 years then since
Mhm.
you joined.
Yep. And yeah, Honey kind of took me in because, like, what 11-year-old ends up in Zoglia?
True. I mean, it would be strange to most, especially unaccompanied, assuming by your story there's no one with you.
Nope. Completely alone.
So you guys have, I mean, you guys came from Avidite to go to Mukatara.
Hmm.
You have the Crown Prince traveling with you. Were you guys in a buy previously? Is that how you ended up with him in your party?
Oh
Or
no. No, he's been around among the longest. There was a task that for some reason they called on. I don't know how Amel got involved. Someone from Abai to help, but then they also wanted a syndicate member to help the escort the package. I don't know.
so they chose the Crown Prince for the.
Whoever chose Amel decided it'd be a good idea for him to, I don't know.
Very
I
strange.
don't understand. It was
I
quite the
mean,
shock for me too when I found out.
I've only seen him fight like the one time, so I'm imagining he's capable. I couldn't really tell from the one strike he
The
had.
first time we got jumped, we both almost died.
That would have been amusing to see.
The fact that we
Not you
even
almost
woke up was
dying, but the Crown
shocking.
Prince.
Yeah, we both woke up and realized, oh, shit, our stuff's been stolen. So we tracked the guys down who took us out and we were actually able to get our shit back. So,
Oh, that's always a good thing.
mhm. But then, one of the things in the box bonded to Beck, and now Beck and Amel hate each other. Or, I don't know.
Wait, that's how Beck got the. I'm assuming, but when you said bonded the dragon?
Mm-hmm.
Tutty.
There were 3 dragon eggs in the box that was stolen from us.
And I'm assuming they're selling. Wait, 3 dragon eggs.
Mm-hmm.
This is very. This, this just all keeps getting stranger and stranger.
What's strange about it is that I think, based on what I've pieced together, I think the Emperor of Maul wanted them for the war against Bai. Which is really funny because they're in a Bai now, or at least 2 of them are. The
Can't say
3rd
I'm
one somewhere on
surprised.
Mukatara
Oh,
with Beck.
well, yeah.
Hopefully he's still on Mukatara.
I mean, he'd be very lucky if he was, if he's still alive. Obviously, we're not alone on this island because of the fact that there was footprints the other night.
Mm-hmm. So what else could be here is mystery to me.
I mean, if someone's lingering around those forts, or not, sorry, we don't know. Wait, do we know if any of them are forts?
You do not know anything
there was
about
weapon
any of the
cache.
points of interest. You just know that there's a weapon cache at one of the points. You don't know anything
Okay,
else about
I
any
will
of the other
rephrase.
points of interest.
Okay, I will rephrase how I started to put it. Maybe there's something around one of the weapon caches, and maybe that's why somebody else is here. After all, who else would have put the weapons here?
But we didn't hear about the weapon cache until we got here. We heard about it from the Guardian.
True.
The only people stupid enough to come here are the dragon drop hunters. And
And
us,
us.
obviously.
I only came with you guys because I needed to get out of Appetite.
It was that bad, huh?
I would have preferred to get back home, but I mean, whenever you currently don't have any coin and no ships were leaving port until you guys decided to come here, I didn't really have many options. And going by foot was not exactly a wise idea.
So how do you feel being stuck with us?
I can't say it's the most ideal thing in the world. Nothing against any of you.
No offense taken.
But at the same time, it has been very forthcoming with information that most don't have. I mean,
That's true.
after all, can't say it's every day that you've met a god face to face.
Yeah. That is also very true.
Definitely was not on my bucket list.
And yet here you are.
It's I think especially for my kind, it feels strange having met any fashion of deity or had communication.
That's true.
Thanks.
I mean, I'm not trying to say it as a hateful thing. Like I said, I grew up in Low Tyrrell.
I was surprised whenever you also knew. Bloaty.
Yep. Lived there, until I ran, and I haven't been back since.
Trying to recall out of character. She went. Oh yeah, because of the Guardian, you had to go over part of what happened in your past with that, didn't you? That was around everybody, wasn't it?
Trying to remember.
It's hard to keep track sometimes.
Dude, I've had that conversation like 4 times. I don't remember what was legit.
I think so. Because he was like calling you out on stuff.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
Yeah, I was finding it very curious with what the Guardian was saying before. Granted, I only took in part of that conversation due to kind of just being in shock right then. But
That makes sense. The fact that he knew anything about it was kind of strange.
I mean, he's very attentive to details, I suppose.
But the way it got around to him was really weird. The Fate Keeper mentioned it somehow. I don't know how they communicate with each other, but it got to the Ice Father, and then the Ice Father told the Guardian.
Yeah, that does seem odd.
So, like, this guy who's on the planet, on the other side of the planet, like pretty much isolated, knows your story. That's weird.
It could partially to be due to your ancestry that you found out about.
That's true. Could also have everything to do with the fact that my father's apparently a big shot. I say apparently, like I don't know. No, I know he know. Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, I guess that could definitely be a large influence into it also.
Yeah.
Especially being wasn't there indication that wait, no, I'm trying to think if that it was something mentioned last time. Scratch that thought. It's really hard keeping track.
You're good.
Uh yeah, it's just it's all very strange.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I don't even know what to think anymore.
Seems to check out. Um
I mean, for my entire life, well, since then anyway, it was my fault. Because I decided it was. Or the world decided it was, I don't know.
but with what he was indicating, it really wasn't your fault.
How was I supposed to know?
I mean, you probably weren't, but
Exactly. So
and think
now
about
I'm
it.
accepting that my mother was like my mother sacrificed herself. It was her choice and she knew what she was doing.
Mhm.
My father got got the worst end of the deal, yet the best end of the deal.
I mean,
I
the
don't know.
champion of a god.
Right. Like there was nothing I could have done differently to change the outcome. And the ones who survived are better off for it. Now what
Think
am I
about
supposed
it.
to do with myself?
I mean, look at how many others also could be possibly in your shoes.
That's
After all, he
true.
said that that creature preys on the weak, on women and children.
Mm-hmm. I'm wondering how many targets he can have at a time.
There could be others that are trying to fight and maybe you feel hopeless just like you were.
Well, with
But
the
now
way
you're
society
aware.
works, I'm never going to find them.
But you think about it. In the circles that we run in, there's always that slight chance you'll find them.
Slight chance.
A slight chance is better than no chance.
Oh, I'm not saying it's not. Well, what if I find them after they've decided they're too tired to keep going? Because, I only decided I can't be too tired to keep going, after I had a conversation with the god. So, I don't know.
Maybe you'll be the person they have that conversation with before.
I just have to find them first.
Exactly. Kind of might give you a new reason to start fighting too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after all, if once again, I really hope I'm not crossing information by accident. If I do, it's not intentional. Uh, I mean, after all, if Maul has all those mages, a bunch of them could be created the same way you were. Especially if Maul has a connection to them, to these so-called, what did you guys call them? Imposters? Is that
Interlopers.
the interlopers? I don't know why I thought imposters. I guess in my brain
No,
it just
that's
seems.
not horribly wrong, from what I understand.
But I mean, if the interlopers are connected to them from what you guys were mentioning, they could have been helping create this army all along.
Maybe. I don't know. I would have done more if I could have, but that was a tricky situation, and I'm surprised we even got out alive. We shouldn't have.
Yeah, probably not.
Well, considering Beck tried to blow us up twice, we shouldn't have gotten out of there alive.
Mm.
In the same freaking week? Might have been the same day. I don't even remember anymore.
I mean, I wouldn't really know.
Yeah. I don't know either. One time it seemed like he was possessed. The other time he was just acting like a teenage girl, being really melodramatic about everything.
I mean, he doesn't act that way all the time.
No, he does, and that's the problem.
Yeah, that would cause a little bit of issue.
Yep. Problem is, he's old enough to be my dad.
So is that why? I
I mean, he's technically as old as my dad, or really close. Don't remember. I'm saying dad. Hina says dad. I'm tired, sorry. Father. Anyway.
it's hard keeping track.
Yeah. A little bit. Is it still not working?
No.
Ugh.
Dun dun dun.
I'm trying again, so we'll see. The bar is actually running this time, so we'll see if it actually works. I had to run it in safe mode, so none of the modules or anything will be active, which is annoying. But if it gets us through this session, it'll get us through this session.
Yeah.
But I still have to get it to load first, so.
Yeah.
So we'll say at this point, second watch goes to bed. Third watch gets up, so it's Celebrin and Emel.
Mm.
Are you able to roll Emel's perception IRL, John?
Well, I can, but it's a +1.
I mean, that's fine. That's just because we can't get into the virtual tabletop.
That's fine. And Mel rolled a 19.
Okay. Celebrin
Which is
rolled
surprising because,
a 7.
well, that's doubly surprising.
Well, he gets a +8 to that, but
He gets +8 to perception.
he does have a +8 to perception.
God. Meanwhile, Amel with his nice +1. I guess they're both perceptive enough, I would say. What do we notice anything?
Nope. The night is quiet. Is there any conversation Amel would like to have with Celebrin on his watch? You all can join back in. Oh my gosh, it finally loaded. We have no modules for the rest of the session, but that's okay.
We have visual.
That's all you have. We have to use /R for rolls, but that's okay.
Or real dice.
Yep, IRL things, but we can access character sheets.
That's the real important thing.
Wow, I can't believe you guys don't memorize your character sheet.
I have too
I have
many characters
enough
to
on
keep
my
track
plate
of.
right now. Excuse you.
I have mine saved to my computer, actually.
To be fair, Emel's is very easy to remember his
Yeah, he has like +1s
skills,
and
'cause it
+2s
goes-
to everything, right?
+1, +1, +1, +8, +2, +4, +1, +5, +1, +1, +1, +1, +2, +5, +1, +1, +1, +4.
Sure, that's easy. Anyway,
So pretty much if it's not athletics, history, intimidation, persuasion, or survival, it is 1.
so we have access to character sheets again. So, is there any conversation that Emel would like to have with Celebrin before the end of his shift? Since that is who's currently awake with him.
Celebrant's like, oh, okay, I can finally talk to Emel. And Emel's like, it's time to wrestle. No! The party all wakes up to just celebrate in a suplex.
No, but seriously, is there any conversation that Emel would like to have?
I don't think I need any conversation with Celebrin in particular.
Maybe not need, but is
Outside
there
of
any
just the
conversation you would
general-
like to have?
I don't know. I'd just be like, do you have any odd things you've remembered about this island from your random studies?
Um, depends on what you can consider useful information. I mean, I know
Well,
some things about
you
it,
never
but
know. Just what do you know about the place? Who knows? It might end up being useful later.
um, I remember that there used to be rumor of a civilization here, but that it was like it went extinct like ages ago.
Oh, well, that's probably what the ruins are.
Yeah, I mean there seems to, but then again, we saw those footprints.
Uh-huh. That is the suspicious thing. But I don't think you would know anything about that. Unless, didn't we have the guy who brought us in on the boat? Didn't he mention that he had taken someone else here recently?
He did.
Well, maybe it's them.
Star
He
said
had
they
no
died.
confirmation that they died.
True, just the plants that Star I talked to.
Yes. But they're plants.
They're not the smartest creatures. They're not even really creatures. They're not supposed to be able to talk.
No, they're plants. So, not saying I don't trust Star Eye of what they said. I'm more trusting the plants with their breadth of knowledge.
She has been visiting some weird bakeries lately. Who knows what she's bought?
This is also true. I actually have no idea if she can actually talk to plants or not. She just says she can talk to plants.
I mean, there are some
Wow.
herbs in the world that, when ingested, can give off hallucinogenic effects.
Hmm. I like how April's like all offended, but Amel literally has no magical capacity, no magical study, so it's entirely possible that you're just making it up.
I like how John assumes April's offended.
Oh, she
Well,
said,
she's been making
"Wow."
faces and gasping, and
Yeah, so I'm like,
I've been
wow.
making faces.
God, I've been calling her a cheater the entire session.
Yeah, so I'm just like, whoa. Amel has the excuse to be suspicious about it because
Celebrant's just assuming that she's doing weed. So
Dang.
wow. Anyway,
Celebrant doesn't have the highest
who
opinion of
knows?
druids.
It's entirely possible that there's other people on this island. Well,
He's been
obviously
trying to
there's at
find
least
for how long?
there's obviously at least one other person on this island because of the footprints. But I suppose it's not out of the realm of possibility.
I mean, the Guardian kind of implied that we were the only ones here.
Well, as far as he knows. But
I mean, he's been here a really long time. It'd be really hard for him to not know if there were people living here.
I suppose that's fair. But maybe they've just I mean, this is a rather large island.
True.
Perhaps if there's only one or two people, it'd be fairly easy to hide just one or two people. Not saying there's like a whole brigade here or something.
Fair. I wish we could figure it out, though. What do you think's happening to Beck?
Oh, I have no idea. For
Well,
all
we
we know,
find
he's
out.
dead.
You know, if he dies, we'll never know.
This is true, we wouldn't.
That's
He was fine today.
kind of sad.
Nice.
That timing.
I mean, I would want someone to know if I died.
Well, this is true. Well, couldn't you contact Beck through message?
Rip Kaidos.
Yeah, well, I love how we just thought about that.
Like, you could see if he's dead or not. I'm not saying, like, ask where he is. He probably has no idea where he is. But we could always check to see if he's alive.
True. Okay, I'll reach out to him.
Well, maybe wait till after it's not nighttime.
True. If he's sleeping, he won't respond.
Yes,
Why is
yes.
it called the restroom? I'm fighting for my life in here.
Amel, do
Mhm.
you even like us?
Seems like a weird question. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't hang out with you.
The thing is you don't really hang out with us that much. I feel like you leave conversations as soon as
I'm
possible. You leave us alone a lot. I just,
sorry, I'm not so buddy-buddy on an island of death.
well, that's before the island of death. We've seen more of you here than we have in, like, I feel like months. But it hasn't
Well,
actually
also,
been
to be
months.
fair, when we go to town, when we go into town, someone has to get supplies, and everyone else runs off and does whatever they want, so it's not really my
That's-
fault.
That's true. Just back in
Also,
Zaglia,
if I didn't want to interact with you guys, I could just go home, and then all of you would have to, live without me. Probably starve to death because no one goes and gets supplies.
True, we do hoard our money and let you pay for everything. In my
Yes.
defense, I don't have a lot of money, especially in
I
comparison
was
to
not.
everybody else.
I was not saying you needed a lot of money. Saying. Now you were
He
going to
says with
complain.
210 gold in his pocket.
You were
He
going to
just got that
complain about my
recently.
time in Zaglia.
Oh no, I wasn't going to complain. I was just.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It felt like back in Zaglia we started to get closer, and then I feel like I just stopped hearing from you. Like you vanished almost.
Well, one, I stopped taking shifts at night
That's true. You have not been shunted since
because of
Zaglia
Sid.
either.
This is true, and I'm not sure if it's because I was sleeping or because we're just not in Zaglia.
It
I only
seems
like to in Zaglia. Sorry.
it seems like the farther south we go, the weirder magic tends to act.
True.
But
Although we're about at the same point south as Zaglia. Well, still a little north, but closer.
true.
Yes. Also, I'm not a very talkative person in general.
I noticed that.
No. Normally, I spend a lot of time on my own, or studying, or fighting, of which none of those require me talking to people.
True. Speaking of fighting, you were going to teach me how to fight, and you started,
Well,
and then Beck offered to start teaching me, and then you stopped teaching me. And I'm very confused
Well-
as to who's supposed to be teaching me, especially since the other one is not here.
It's
Oh.
me.
I mean, if you want to learn more fighting, it's fine.
Sorry.
I was teaching you fighting so that you could defend yourself if someone attacked you. Do you feel as if you're not capable of doing that?
Not without my magic. I mean, I wear my armor, so it's harder to hurt me, but I'm not very good at hitting things without magic.
Well, you need to play to your strengths. That's just how it works. I mean, I don't know how magic works exactly, but I know that it's powerful.
It can be, but if we're going to be in a place
Yes.
where magic seems to go wrong, like if we eventually end up in that area where we believe the Crypathos is sealed away, then it's quite possible that magic is going to get weirder the closer we get to it. And I don't want to be totally
I don't know.
reliant on magic. I mean,
That's
even
fair.
Mira can stab things.
I mean, don't you have a weapon or something?
Yes, I have a weapon. I'm just not very good with it.
Oh, what weapon is it again? I don't.
Don't
You
know.
hardly ever use it.
I never use it. It's not a short sword. He has a short bow and a long sword. Yes,
I mean,
it is a long
maybe
sword.
you're just not good at using a sword. Maybe you need like a hammer or something.
Maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. I find hammers are pretty effective. Sometimes.
Which is why I use swords.
Well, that's because I can use swords.
Sorry, I can mute myself.
Didn't the Guardian mention something about a weapons cache? I know Beck was really excited about it.
Yes, yes. It would be very, very funny if we found the weapon cache with
About
it.
to say, you don't
And
think
we
Beck
left all the
ditched us to
spears
try and
there.
find... You don't think Beck ditched us to try and find the weapons cache before us, do you? I'm going to
Well, if
pretend
he
you
did,
didn't
that
say
would
that. We were going to leave all of the weapons he was looking for behind. But that is kind of a funny idea.
Look, if he ran off on his own to find the weapons cache without us, I would consider that to be the second stupidest thing he's ever done.
With the first being, I mean, you've got plenty of things to choose from, but like, what do you consider to be his top?
I mean, definitely definitely wanting to go back to mall. That's the stupidest thing he's ever done.
That's fair. It caused a lot of trouble for us.
Yes, yes. See, opening the box, while not stupid, was incorrect.
Also, I don't know that Nira would agree with us about the whole going back to mall thing.
Look, this isn't Nira's opinion. This is my opinion.
This is fair.
If she wants to disagree with me, she could wake up and disagree with me herself. Of course, she would be quite tired if she did that, so...
She would, and I'm trying to crack down on her getting her sleep because she does it too often, and... You know, she asked me to marry her. I really need her to stay alive long enough for us to get married.
That's fair. It's certainly awkward to be on an island of death when you're betrothed to get married.
It's also kind of awkward to be on an island of death as the crown prince of an empire.
Well, that's true, but as the crown prince of an empire, I can do whatever I want.
True, at least I'm here with my betrothed.
This is true. It would be more awkward if you were not. I would have to send you home in that case.
Yeah, well... it's kind of weird that I got betrothed on the island of death.
Well, yes, that's true.
You know, I would ask my mom what she thought about that, but she's not talking to me.
Yes. That's fair.
You know, now...
Not betrothed because your mom's not talking to you. What?
This is also true. But, again, Nira's sleeping! I will server mute you. Hush. He's like, you know, I was thinking about it, and... You are now currently the only one of us, to our knowledge, that still has their mom in their life.
I suppose that's true. I suppose not everyone's perfect.
Yeah, because my mother disowned me. Never heard anything about Beck's mom. Stareye seems to be an orphan of some sort. Zelia, same deal, possibly? I mean, she's got a dad, but it's a devil. So does that even really count as having a dad?
Oh.
Nira has a dad, but nah, her mom is dead. Hina's mom is dead, but she's got her dad. And then you've got both parents.
Yes. It's almost like some cruel twist of fate where beings beyond our understanding decided that we all needed horrible lives except for me.
You lucked out pretty well there.
I suppose so.
Not only do you have both of your parents, but you are the heir to the most powerful and influential nation on our
Yes,
planet.
I seem to have it quite good. I have siblings who love and support me. I have parents who are both alive and present and don't hate me. Yes. I have a vast
didn't have to tack
kingdom
on
that
the
I
hate
will
me
inherit.
part.
Vast country that I will one day inherit. Copious amounts of money. A phenomenal physique. Yes, it's true, it's true.
And not to mention, you know, descended from deities. Plural.
Yes, there is that. Nira has that going for her, too.
Just yesterday, she stopped hating life and herself in general. I don't really think that counts for a whole lot in the grand scheme of things in her case.
Well, I was just meaning that she also is descended, that's all.
That's fair.
It's not just exclusively me. It's
That's
also
fair.
Hina.
That's true. And she's your ancestor, which is weird. The more I think about it,
Well-
the weirder it is.
Well, she's not really my ancestor.
Not
she's more
directly,
like my
but she's-
ancestor's sister.
You're her great nephew with a lot of distance.
Yes, basically.
The more I think about it, the weirder it gets.
That's fair.
I have to ask her if she knows. That's a conversation for Hina. So, what do you think these problems are that we're going to go help a deity?
I don't know. I imagine it's.
I mean, he's a deity. What
Well, I
help could he
imagine
possibly need?
Well, I'm imagining whatever it is probably more of a can't be in more than one place at one time scenario, more than a capability scenario.
I hope so.
I mean, I would find it unlikely that he would send us someplace that we were solely outclassed to do.
That'd be kind of a dick move.
Yes, it's true. And, well, yes, my line does have a lot of dickish moves to them. I don't think that's one of them.
Would you want to learn magic? Ever? I know, I'm changing topics a lot. But we hardly ever get time, just you and I, so.
I mean, on the one hand, I've managed to live this long without it. On the other hand, it'd be, I don't know, I suppose a little interesting, but I feel like, one, I wouldn't be very good at it. And two, it probably wouldn't be very well received. You have to remember that most other places in the world outside of Dubai don't have the best view on magic. Probably wouldn't go over well.
I mean, you could always take up holy magic.
That's true, I could, but...
That would be well received.
Yes, but that would involve, attending a church, and then I'd probably have to change my habits, and, at this point I'm so old that, hardly worth changing.
You're ridiculous. You're not that much older than me.
I'm like twice your age.
I didn't think you were 30 yet.
No. I'm not
17.
quite 30. Yes, which would only be 34, but I'm 29.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
The whole 12 years, I think that's a pretty lengthy span of time.
Is it?
Especially at our ages. It'd be one thing if I was like 70 and you were like, 60. That would be different. Celebrant, you don't even shave all of your face.
I don't shave at all.
Exactly.
I'm part elf.
Okay. And you're part human.
Yes, but elves don't grow body hair.
Okay, but again, you're part human. Which means instead you just have the worst of both worlds, because you're not flawlessly smooth and you're not handsomely rugged, you're just patchy.
Ow.
Don't worry, it's good practice. It toughens you up.
I love my mom. She brings me snacks. That was still harsh.
Okay, yes, it was a little harsh, but you were ruining my point.
Maybe. Do you think Nero would like me with a beard?
I don't know. Maybe what we could do is we could, like, I don't know, get some, like, dirt and just kind of smudge a general shape appearance of, like, a facial hair, just to see what you would look like. And then we can determine. We can wash it off before she sees.
Fair.
Yes, we could do that sometime, but probably closer to a water source or something.
Yes, let's do that. I'll say at this point the sun is starting to peek over the horizon.
Well,
come
time to
through
get
the
started.
trees.
And I just immediately, like, get up and start, like, I don't know, doing, like, sit-ups or something.
Celebrate Watch is fascinated. Do you ever get tired of doing that?
Sure, I get tired of it. But typically on the 10th rep.
I meant like the everyday doing it.
I mean, you get used to it after a while. Think about the stuff you do as a cleric. Don't you kind of get used to it after a while?
Mine doesn't require physical strain.
True, but I've been doing this almost as long as you've been alive.
Some people got the physique and some people have the brain, and they don't have the opposite.
When did you get up, Nira?
You were talking really
Oh,
loudly.
well, that's fair.
It's fine. I only had half a watch anyway.
Abel starts doing those, like, one-arm push-ups as he's, like, talking to Nira.
Celia's gonna get out of her tent and join the others.
Oh, we're doing calisthenics all as a group now.
I never said I was joining you for calisthenics. I said you woke me up.
Well,
I mean, I might be able to beat you, but
alright,
And also,
everyone,
I'm built
big
like a
stretch.
twig. What do you want?
Ugh.
Celebrate just kind of lifts his arm while stuffing rations in his face.
Did you say stuffing grass in his face?
Rations! Rations!
Rations!
I heard
I
grass.
heard grass! What the
Ew.
hell?
Saying
What's
Sorry.
happening?
My mouth was full.
says Star.
You're fine.
He says
he was
Star
stuffing your
Eyes.
face for you.
He says Star Eyes is the weed head, but he's the biggest hypocrite
He
of them all.
talks to plants? What? Man, what pothead?
He's still stuffing his face.
Man, I love these brownies.
Terrible. Terrible. It's hilarious. Alright.
So yeah, he's eating his rations for the day, and stretching while
Got it.
ML leads Zelia in his calisthenics routine.
You know, I'm
Mhm.
a little worried.
Zelia, give me an athletics check.
Yeah.
Hunter is not
Yes.
around.
You have a level of exhaustion.
You have a hard time keeping up with ML.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Don't worry. He doesn't have a brain, so he has to have something.
Wow. Harsh. I know basic math.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
That's nice. Good for you.
Well, you said I didn't have a brain. I never said it was a big one. But I do have it.
Oh, sorry. You're right. My mistake. Please accept my deepest apology.
You're feeling sassy today.
See, I would say can a brain snap a person in half, but I don't know how magic works, so maybe it can.
Supposedly, they're technically, theoretically, magic can do that.
Supposedly, technically, theoretically.
None of those are wrong.
Alright. Alright.
It's just interesting that you use them all.
Just because I know things doesn't mean I know how to speak.
Obviously.
You were really sassy today.
Sorry. I apparently didn't get enough sleep, but it's fine.
Hina,
It's better than most.
I need someone nice to talk to.
Hina comes out and
They
goes,
don't
"Oh
just do.
boy, I love calisthenics."
They
I
got the
do
least
like
sleep.
calisthenics. I'm tired though. Took third watch, then first watch, then apparently half a second watch. Good morning.
Someone sassy this morning.
I'm just tired. You wanted someone nice to talk to? Hang on. Hi, good morning. What's up?
Good morning. My fiance's being really sassy.
In other news, the sun
Would you rather
rose
me be
this morning.
depressed?
No.
Okay. Then this is what you're getting today.
Okay.
Why did you wake me up?
Because
Because he
you're
wanted someone
far,
nice to talk to.
you're far more pleasant company than currently anybody else that's awake.
Hey!
What the hell?
Great way to make friends in the
I barely know you and you're just making assumptions. How
I know
rude.
you really well and you're being a dick.
You're being sassy.
Okay, I'll go back to bed then.
Please, for all of our sakes.
Well then.
I was about to say I'm a little worried because our hunter's missing and we're running out of food, but you know, whatever. I'll just go back to bed. That's helpful.
I mean, we could go try the raptor corpses.
It's probably
wanna
a little
eat
late
that?
now.
Fair.
Anyway,
I mean, I can try go hunting quick.
did you want to talk about anything, or did you just want my company?
Just kind of wanted somebody who wasn't generally being mean to me first thing in the morning.
I didn't even do anything to you.
Okay.
Anyway, I suppose I'll go see if there's some poor innocent creature to be disemboweled.
Well, considering the amount of hungry raptors that we took out last night,
I'm not sleeping. Do you need a hand, Mel?
Sure, you can come along.
Right. Because apparently I'm too mean to stay here.
just because you were being
At this point,
mean.
Star, I will wake up. Everyone is being so loud this morning.
Mira's being sassy.
Okay.
You act like that's a bad thing.
I mean, it is better than her being depressed. This is true.
I mean, this is the best I've seen her, period. Like, full stop, actually. I don't think I've seen...
It reminds me of when I actually first met her.
Yeah?
She, came up to my prison cell to torment me.
It's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
And yet you're here now?
She also broke me free, so.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that while she might be sassy, she really cares, and that you probably shouldn't be pushing her like this.
She's not the only one who can be sassy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do serve the god of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the god of chaos, you met him, right?
Yeah? I know
Okay.
them all.
Do you know why his library, like his temple, is called the Library of KO? Who the hell is KO? Or what the hell is KO? I just assumed it was short for like Chaotrix because that's his like holy day. But it's not pronounced like chaos. It's KO.
Well, Chaotrix wasn't a thing when
But on the world map,
The
his city
deities
was named
want
was
the people.
Chaotrix, wasn't it? On the ancient map?
out of character, I don't remember. Give me a second. Maybe. Wait, where is the freaking?
Sorry, hang on, brain. This is being really dumb today. There it is. I found it. Duh, it's where KO is, moron. Anyway, what's the question? I forgot.
Why is it KO? Why is it the library of
Oh.
KO?
Would she
does-
know that?
Well, he's asking if she has any idea. Not that she would know that because she was sleeping when it was founded and everything. So he knows that much. But he's like, do you have any idea of why it was called KO, not
She knows
KO?
of the city. She knows of the city, right?
Right.
Because the cities were destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some of them before she went down.
Which Chaotrix was one of the ones that went down before she.
Yeah, so
Went down.
she would know of the town Chaotrix. Okay.
And the holiday is not spelled the same way. Which she would have known that since she went through Chaotrix with him.
Right.
Well, KO matches Chaotrix, the ancient city. You've seen it on the map before, right?
Right. So is that why it's called KO? Is it just short for Chaotrix? Kind of like Saray was derived from Serenity?
Yeah. I would
Huh.
assume so anyway.
Okay. Okay. Is KO also a person or was a person?
When I know that.
Roll history.
Come on! Come on, Hina! Work with me! There's my history anyway, +3. That's a 14.
You didn't know anybody named KO. You often heard Volta refer to himself as Chaos. But nothing... That's the closest you can think of to someone being named KO is just Chaos. Which is something that Volta called himself. Because he was
Okay.
the deity of chaos.
Uh,
So, no, not really.
not exactly.
Would she refer to them by uncle too? Or like uncle and...
You tell me, would
And-
she? They are the main deities of this world.
trying to think. Because, like, her father would. Right? And, like, that's modeled for her. Would he have told her to be, like, very formal with them?
Depending on the context of the situation.
Ah, damn it, that doesn't...
Because in front of their followers,
Whatever.
he would have had her be formal.
That's true. That's true. Well, if in front of the followers, then she wouldn't call him uncle here. Because, you know, Celebrant's right there.
Well, Volta did call himself Chaos sometimes.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, he's the god of knowledge and chaos.
I mean, that's the closest thing I can think of to KO. I don't know a KO. Unless he's just trying to be cool or something, but I don't know.
Sorry, it's a weird line of questioning. I promise it makes sense in my head. I just don't know how to describe that to people.
Fine. I've dealt with weirder.
So those of you who are out hunting, so Nira and Imel, I need nature checks from both of you.
14.
17. Awesome. So, you all find some creatures to hunt. And so I will need athletics checks. Sorry. For the actual hunting portion of it.
Can I just chuck a firebolt at it or something?
Wow.
Oh, I did better!
I
I did
rolled
better
a
than a Mel!
2.
This is terrible!
I rolled a 2.
You each managed to kill a single rabbit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Better than nothing.
Gonna feed one of us.
So you have two
Actually, no.
rabbits.
Deck's not around. That might feed 3 of us.
Yes. So 3 rations practically.
Yeah, if one of the rations is for me.
We're still alright.
Oh, we could probably make it 4 then. If somebody wants to eat small.
Or you can spend another hour to try and hunt another animal.
Well, we could avoid the crazy for another hour.
That's true. Celebrant thinks he's having a nice break, so might as well keep going.
Another nature check.
Another nature check to find something.
Whoa! Let's go!
Wow.
You guys are finding all the woodland creatures. Go ahead and roll
We're
another
feeling very
athletics
good.
check.
This is gonna be garbage now.
There we
Seven.
go.
There's the garbage.
Did Emil roll? Oh, there's his athletics. There it is.
I did
It just came in late.
25. Yeah.
25. Yeah, Emil, you managed to take down. You're not exactly sure what it is. It's some sort of reptilian creature. But it's got lots of meat on it.
Well, I distinctly recall there was a time when I had this exotic beast tail. I think it was reptilian, so
When was this?
back at the palace.
Oh,
Festival. Anyway.
back when you were better than everyone else.
That hasn't changed.
Correction, I'm still better than everyone else.
Anyway.
And now I need survival checks for y'all to find your way back to camp.
I got it. I mean, we can both do it, but I got it. I got proficiency.
Yeah, good thing you got it. I rolled a 2 again.
I got you.
Emil, you're focused on hauling all of these animals back to camp.
You're the hunter. I'm the looker.
The looker. Okay.
The looker.
So,
The looker.
several hours later, these two come tromping back into camp. Hina and Celebrant have been talking about Volta the entire time. I will say, Hina, at this point, based on your conversations, you have reached about a 65% proficiency with Common.
Yay. Almost.
Sincerely, I can understand you.
Almost. My language, my common's pretty bad, but it's okay. It's better than it was.
Considering we started at 2%.
When I first woke up, I knew nothing.
So. Yeah. So you guys get back to camp. I'm assuming you're going to dress the animals to prepare them for rations.
Yeah.
Oh.
Probably. But does Nero know how to do that?
No, but Emil would.
Yeah, because he knows everything. Sorry.
I know everything important. That's why I don't know magic.
So, as you get your
Okay,
camp
wait,
ready
there's something in the animal. There's something in the animal there, Mel. Look, it looks like that.
That's weird. That looks like your hand.
Huh, weird. Must be seeing things.
Must
You-
be all the grass that Celebrant is eating.
Probably.
I said rations, I swear.
You totally said grass.
I'm gonna add more enemies to the next battle every time you guys mention
You
the grass.
better do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Well, considering the stupid Velociraptors fight was supposed to go a different way, but I couldn't do it because the stupid thing wouldn't work. There were other enemies that were supposed to come. So, anyway.
Like the
The
Tarrasque.
fireball scared them off. We'll say that.
Sure, that's what happened.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes, the Tarrasque was going to show up, John. So, you guys get your camp together to head out for the day. Who's taking lead? I need a survival check. And then once that happens, I will need a d12 for a random encounter. And
Yep.
a roll on the what happened to Beck table.
16.
I'll roll the d12. Ooh. 11.
11. Okay. And
Pain's exhaustion.
another exhaustion level for Beck. Who wants to inform him in the group chat that he has 2 levels of exhaustion now?
2 levels of exhaustion.
I should do it because he won't believe me.
Has he gained any health back?
No, he hasn't had a long rest yet.
Oh, rough.
Actually, he'll get one. He'll actually get one now, so he'll get his health back, but he'll only have 1 level of exhaustion.
So just 1 level of exhaustion,
Yeah.
John.
Well, he had 2, so he can still put 2. All right. Beck wandered too much and gained exhaustion. Okay, so your survival check was good. Let me see how far. Oh, it's not gonna tell me what the distance was. Okay, again, you're not gonna quite be able to get there because of the distance. But you have a better bearing of where you're going this time, Star Eye. You've kind of
Yeah.
You kind of spent your morning while Celebrin and Hina were talking, poring over the map, trying to figure out, pinpointing where you are so that you knew where to go.
Yeah, sounds about right.
But something does happen. I'm gonna see if I can figure out. Nope, because that module is disabled. So that's not gonna work. So I'll pick one of my other ones. Give me a second. Alright. Awesome. You guys stumble upon a very large geode that has several large crystals inside that are a reddish color.
Guys, we did it. We found Tourmaline.
And Beck's not even there. It
We should
is
put that in
it
the
is
chat room,
it is
too.
garnet. You found garnet.
It's terrible.
But anyway, you find 6 garnet, which are worth 100 gold apiece.
Gotta just drop that in the. Oh wait, no, we don't have the.
Don't have
wait,
party
no,
inventory
We have the we have the Red Warden inventory though. That
True.
can act as a party inventory. It would be loot. Oh my god. Stop! Ah! Sorry. I hate this new layout.
Yeah, I know. It's because all of the
This is
modules are
really
disabled, so
Yeah, that's fine. Garnet. How much are they worth?
100 gold apiece.
100 gold apiece. I almost said 100 pounds each. And there's 6 of them, you said?
Yes.
grand. Or turtle rich. Sorry. Okay, we're good. I added them.
All right. The other thing you find is what looks to be the entrance to an old temple, ruins of some sort. Seems to go underground.
Would Hina have any idea what this was?
You can roll history.
Does that mean anything, really? I rolled a 9.
Hina has no clue. You are welcome to investigate the ruins. You are welcome to go inside. But you do find the entrance to some sort of place.
11.
Well, dang, let's go inside, man.
8. Wow, my rolls are sucking again.
Investigation.
There is carvings over, as you get closer, there are carvings over the door. Emel, you pick out that there seems to be torchlight farther in. Everybody else is kind of focused on the carvings over the door that Celebrin and Hina can read.
Abel looks at the carvings and goes, I can't read that. Just immediately starts looking at other stuff.
Are Zelia and Stareye going to do any type of investigating?
I guess they're looking around, like, or
You can roll investigation.
Yep.
Celebrin rolled a natural 19.
Starry is distracted.
Stareye, you found a flying squirrel.
You were impressed.
Well, I know
Zelia,
the first thing she's changing into when she can fly. Or I wonder if she would be theoretically
It's
able to turn into a flying squirrel now
technically-
because it's more of a
yeah,
gliding.
it's a gliding. It's not a flying. Basically, it's a not as good feather fall effect.
So theoretically, she could turn into a
Theoretically,
flying
she
squirrel
could
now.
turn into a flying squirrel.
Ha.
Like, this is so useful.
Honestly, yeah.
But Stareye is distracted by the flying squirrel. Zelia is also looking at the carvings above the door with Hina, Nira, and Celebrin.
Also, just realized I never put back my spell slots from the other night.
Yes, you do need to do that. But
Oh,
Imel,
good
you
to
see
think I
the
can do.
torchlight further in.
Yes.
The runes above the door for Hina and Celebrin say, "To those needing aid, enter."
Could that context give Hina advantage for history? Can I roll again, please?
No.
Dang it!
To those,
I don't know. Sometimes
to
things
those
might
needing
give
aid,
advantage.
enter. Is what it says. Emel, do you tell anybody else about the torchlight, or what do you do about seeing this torchlight further in?
Oh, yeah, I tell them about it.
So it says, to those needing aid, enter, and Emel tells everybody that there is torchlight farther in.
Torchlight, you mean like something lives here, or
Well,
is here at the very least,
Something is here.
that can light torches.
Yes, yes. I don't know if they live here.
But the fact of the matter is that they are here,
Yes, yes, they are.
and they need torches and can light them.
What's everyone's passive
Yeah.
perceptions?
16
11.
and 14.
That's a very good question, actually. Uh, 11 for Zelia and 14 for Star Eye.
Okay. So Stareye and Nira see out of the corner of their eye. Celebrant just walks
Stara
in.
and Nira?
Whoever had the higher passive perception of your two.
I did.
It was Nira. So yeah, Stareye and Nira are the only ones who rolled high, who have high enough passive perceptions.
But Hina also has a 14.
Oh, I thought you said she had a 13. My bad. So then Hina would
No,
notice it as
14.
well. Notice that Celebrant just walks into the building.
His level of
So while you two were, while you were all talking, he walked in.
Nira would go after him because she can't lose him here. Even though he's being an idiot.
The rest
I'll
of you
follow
notice
them
they're all
inside.
starting to go in. So everyone's following?
I go inside.
Yeah.
Alright, you come to an open chamber that is lit by torches. Well, something similar to torches. They're more like oil lanterns that hang from different statues around the room. And in the center of the room is a golden apple and a hallway that leads to a different room. And there is a pedestal. Underneath the golden apple is a pedestal that has more writing on it.
I'm gonna check out the other hallway because I'm like, clearly, this is sketchy, but I'm not knowledgeable enough in this factor, so I'm gonna go check out that hallway.
Okay. That hallway seems to go for about 100 feet before it opens up into another room. Do
Okay,
you
well.
go down the hallway far enough to go into the other room, or do you just go partially down the hallway?
I just go partially down to see like kind of where it goes, but I'm gonna try and stay.
But how far
Within
into the
easy
hallway
reach.
do you go?
The room is how big? You said?
The hallway is about 100 feet.
No, the room, not the hallway. The room.
The room is 50 by 50.
Okay, so I'd probably go like 30 feet down the hallway, because if I needed to like dash back into the room, I could.
Okay.
Um,
Just wanted to
so
double check.
just enough ways that I can see like, oh, it doesn't seem to have any side passages
Okay.
immediately.
On each of the walls, there are 2 statues. So they're on either side of the entry doorway, on either side of the hallway, and then 2 on each of the side walls. And they are all women, with their eyes blindfolded, hand outstretched, and then there is an oil lantern that hangs from their hand.
Okay.
And again, in the center of the room, pedestal with a golden apple and a plaque that has writing on it.
Well, Hina would probably be able to read it, so Hina would go look.
The plaque says, "Offer this to the most beautiful and receive your aid."
Beautiful. What do you mean by that? Is Amel going to share anything he learned?
I thought the statues were in the room as well.
They are.
Yeah.
No, that's what he's
Oh,
that's what he's
yeah.
talking about. He didn't go down to the other room. He didn't go down
Oh,
far
No,
enough.
no.
I thought he was in the hall.
Well,
Yes.
I just walked partially down the hall, but I didn't
But
see
did
anything.
he say out loud what he saw?
That the hall keeps going?
That's all he knows about the hall.
Yeah.
I thought you said something to him about a statue.
The statues are
No,
in
no,
the room
those
where you guys
statues
are.
in the room.
Oh.
Yeah. No, the
I'm
hallway,
confused.
as far as I know, is just a hallway that keeps going down to another room. So I was just seeing if there was anyone in the hallway. But since there's no one in the hallway, I haven't said anything.
The one most beautiful. Maybe one of these?
They're identical.
And Mel walks back. Clearly that one is hotter.
Correction, Amel. They said most beautiful, not hottest, whatever that means. They're stone. They're all gonna feel the same.
Thank you, Hina.
You're welcome. I think it has to be one of the statues, though, no?
Unless it's something in another room.
Maybe. Should we just leave it for now?
We can always go look the other room and come back.
It's true.
We don't know what else is here.
It's true. You're the brilliant one marching in here.
Alright, I'll go find out what's in the other room. And with that, he takes off down the hallway.
You know,
I didn't have to run.
Mira takes off after him because he's being stupid.
We could have walked.
He
Oh, to have so
runs
much use
down
for
the
later.
hallway, and at some point, you all distinctly hear a click, followed by the sound of stone grinding
no.
on stone.
Oh, Nira's right behind him, too.
You don't
Shoot.
see anything happening. You hear this all.
Is it behind them?
Is
or in
anyone
front of
still
them?
in the main room that you entered into?
Yes.
I was gonna say.
Okay,
I
whoever's
don't
still
think the other
in
three
that
had time
main...
to move yet.
Those of you who are still in the main room, you see as your entrance, the place you came in is covered by a stone.
Oh, shit.
I'm glad I got to live
Oh.
10,000 years sleeping so I can die here. Thank you.
What? What happened?
The door sealed off.
Did I do that?
Yes.
My bad.
You are far too reckless for your own good.
Nira, punch your fiance, please.
I will like lightly tap his arm with my fist. I'm not full on punching him.
Sorry. Let's go see what's in the other room.
Okay.
And with that, he continues down the
Sure.
hallway.
I'm gonna die in here and he's not going to regret it. Okay.
Is anyone else continuing down the hallway with them, or is it just these two?
John, you're muted.
I will continue down the hall with them.
Kino will walk with Amel.
Okay, so Star-Eye and Zelia, are you staying in the main room, or are you going with them?
Celia's moving further in. Stareye is gonna stay in the first room in case something happens, and I don't know.
All right. So if something happens, she will be cut off from the rest of the party. Got it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys enter
Because
the
it's
other
like,
room.
Well, if something closes.
You guys enter the other room, and what you see is the same statues along the walls, holding oil lanterns. But in the center of the room are 4 different statues. One is a human woman, hand outstretched. Her face is not covered like the other statues are. Next to this statue is of an elven woman, hand outstretched. Next to the elven woman is a dwarf of some kind, hand outstretched. Next to the dwarf is a creature unlike anything you've ever seen before. Seems to be round, bulbous, with lots of tentacles. One of those tentacles out like the other's hands. And then next to that one is something that does not have a face, but rather has horns out the side of its head and hand outstretched. And there is an
Oh, I'm
outline of a
sorry.
door, but no door.
Oh, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. Clearly, this is the most beautiful one. And I point to the bulbous tentacle one.
Does that last one remind me of anything?
Sorta, kinda. Not really.
You described it, I'm like, I could see if it was, and I could see if it wasn't. So let me just double check.
It's not the Eternal Night.
It's like, well, I was wondering if it was similar at least, though.
Ish.
Okay.
In that it's not a creature that you would find most likely on this world.
Okay. Clearly there has to be something to this. It can't be just a subjective which one we think personally is most beautiful.
So if that was the
But
case,
what
I
does
wouldn't choose
beautiful
any
mean?
of them. So what? I said I would marry you. Is it really that surprising that I think you're the most beautiful?
I don't know whether to think that was corny or stupid,
Probably
but I
both.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're supposed to give that golden apple to one of these things?
Unless there's
suppose.
something else we're missing, I would
It
guess.
says give it to the one who's most beautiful and you'll receive your aid, right? Nina, that's what it said, right?
Yeah.
So we have to... Hey, Star-Eye, can you bring that golden apple here, please?
Fine. Star will very cautiously pick up the golden apple.
She just, like, reaches out and take it.
Explodes upon your touch. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Hmm?
She just reaches out and
Touch it.
takes it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are now cursed with the curse of Nang Nang.
Ning,
Rip.
ning.
So, you take the golden apple. Nothing happens.
She's gonna start to go down the hallway to the others.
Nothing happens. You enter the room. There are statues that you can now see. Human woman,
toss it
elven
toward
woman,
Celebrant.
dwarf, bulbous creature, horned creature.
And now it explodes. Just
He
kidding.
takes it. He's like, so
Oh, this is lovely.
we have to give it to one of them. But which one?
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe we shouldn't have the one who's engaged give it.
Look, guys, I'm telling you, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We have a bulbous tentacle creature.
Do you know what a beholder is in character, though? That was really well said, but does Amel know what a beholder is?
Doesn't Mel know what a beholder is? I don't think he does.
Actually,
We would have
history.
no reason to know.
You can roll history. That's fine.
I rolled history.
You did? Oh, there it is.
22? Why would you know?
It's one of those random things.
Where would you find it?
Very
Why
close,
would
it
you
doesn't
know
even-
that?
A joke
Good.
book.
Stop.
That's hilarious. No. Okay. So
Stop.
here's what we're gonna do because I really want to honor this because I think it's hilarious. So we'll say that one of the things that you learned as a prince is the rumors of the the rumors of the far reaches of the galaxy and the types of creatures that could possibly be out there. So you know about them in theory, but you've never seen one before. You only know them by description.
This is bullshit.
I
swear
want to
we get
honor it
to-
because I think it's hilarious.
So
I think we should give it to this one.
That's the most disgusting one of the 5. Are you serious?
It's the only non-humanoid.
And Mel, is that why you weren't into Erica?
Oh,
No,
if we get
that
out
is
of this, we
not
have to
why.
tell her.
You're into these bulbous things?
He's into
Look.
hentai.
No. You breathe a word of this to anyone, and I'll personally cut off anyone's head who says it.
And get the blood on the Crown Prince's hands.
I have
Oh.
plenty of blood on my hands. What's one more?
I'd like to see you try.
Anyway, give me the apple.
Okay. He hands it to you.
Okay.
Before Belle puts it in the beholder's hands, he takes a giant bite out of it because he's the hottest one.
I am the hottest woman. Anyway, I will give it to this bulbous tentacled thing.
As you put the apple into the tentacled socket, the door opens.
Can't say that word.
I turn around with the biggest shit-eating grin on my face.
So I guess just gonna walk into the next room.
Zelia just goes?
Yep.
Okay, Zelia, as you step across the threshold, lights turn on, basically, all around the room. Very reminiscent. Well, Zelia wouldn't know this, but the rest of the group would. Well, Hina wouldn't either. She didn't actually see this. She was still sleeping when it happened. But she would be familiar with the concept of lights that turn on the closer you get. Because you guys saw this on your descent into
I've never seen
Serenity.
this happened before. That was weird. The
Oh.
torches just lit up.
I don't like that.
Emma, why don't you go first?
Oh, I see how this is.
Yes. Let's put the Crown Prince with blood on his hands first. Go ahead, Princey!
I mean, you did get the puzzle right, so.
Retrace.
Don't point it out again!
Okay, I'm going to
Pissed
keep
off
moving.
about it.
So, Emel, you walk into the room.
Yes, I walk in the room.
You go in, and as you walk down this hallway, lights continue to turn on until you reach an open chamber where there is piles of gold, celestium, copper, silver, and there is also a fountain of bubbling clean water and a table set full of food.
Well,
There are
that's
beds as
suspicious.
well.
No.
I don't like.
Oh dear. That seemed really suspicious. But I suppose technically, the only people who can get in here are people who solved the puzzle anyways.
Yeah, the puzzle is probably the most whacked up thing I've ever seen.
The question is, how do we get out of here?
We never did technically check to see if that first door opened up once puzzle
That's
was
true.
solved.
We could have someone go check. I suppose one of us could check while the rest of us are, I don't know, figuring out what magic is all around this place.
Guess I can
Celebrin
do it.
walks up to the table of food, picks up a leg of meat, and bites into it.
That is
Why would
certainly
you just
one way of doing
Wait,
it.
what if this was Faye?
I don't
It's
think
good.
it's Faye if we just... Okay.
Celebrin, your lack of self-preservation skills scares me.
Come on, like this isn't fascinating.
And what if it was poisoned?
She has.
That
a
would have been
point.
one way to find out.
Yeah, after you. Oh my god.
I could heal myself.
Okay. Not if it was a lethal poison and you died.
Poison doesn't work that fast.
All the poisons that you've interacted with.
Fair. Good point.
We are in an ancient temple. There's lots of things you don't know.
Did they have poisons back in your day that worked that fast?
Yeah.
Huh. We don't have anything anymore that works that fast.
I noticed. The hell are your ships?
In the harbor? Well, not here because there's no harbors here. Because, you know, Step Island. Try some of the
We
food, it's
decided
good.
The boat should be on water.
What?
Where else would boats be?
Nothing. Never mind.
I feel like I've heard you say something like this before, but you know what? I'm too hungry to care.
Nira is checking on the door currently.
Yeah. I want to investigate how soft these beds are.
Emel, they remind
Yes?
you of your bed back home.
Oh, this is quite lovely. And I just lay down
That's-
on the bed.
Heckin' suspicious! What are you doing?
It's
Mira!
comfy.
The door is still
I'm
closed.
not there.
No, I'm saying the door that you're checking on is still closed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go give my dog a treat real quick. I can still talk though.
Don't like this. Can she investigate, like, to see if she can find something to untrip the door? If I don't know, put it that way.
They're like looking for a lever or something.
Yeah, something
Okay.
to reset the whatever closed the door in the first place.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
Oh, 16 is not that bad.
You don't see anything in this main room, at least.
Okay, can I check the hallway where we were when
When it
The-
tripped,
Trigger was trapped? Yeah.
sure thing. You don't see anything
Trip's not
there. You don't see anything there either.
I will, I guess, check the room with the statues in it.
Nope. No levers. Nothing that you can see that you could think of to open the door.
Guess she'll go back to the group then
Okay.
and see they're all partaking of whatever was in that room.
You see Emel is
Hey,
laying
Star
down.
and Zelia aren't.
Starry and Azealia are cautiously watching. Celebrin is chowing down. I don't know what Hina's doing.
Ina was yelling at Celebrin.
Yes, Hina is still scolding Celebrin, evidently. As he stuffs his face. Beck is missing out. He would love this food.
Are you
You're
for
both
real?
insane.
Speaking of, did we ever... Oh yes, he got the level of exhaustion, that's right. What? It's good food. You don't eat enough here. Eat some.
Smells like a trap. I don't think so.
There's nothing here that suggests that this is a trap. There's been...
How do we leave?
Did the door not open?
No.
That is concerning. But there's no skeletons in here either to say that somebody else has failed. Surely we can't be the first people to find this place.
Well, I don't know.
I don't like it.
Nira, as you look around the room, you spot a rather large lever.
Oh. Maybe that's it. What is the general, like, shape of the area we were in? Was it a straight line or did it loop?
So you came in through the door. You headed straight
Yeah.
through to a hallway. There was that room, and then you went this way to enter into this room.
That way?
You made 90 degree.
Okay.
And this is underground, because you went down steps to come into this place.
Yeah. I remember that.
You're not super far underground, but it's like a bunker.
That might be it.
I mean, there hasn't really been any traps other than the door closing. Which, if this is a place that you're coming because you need aid, it's mostly because you're being chased by something, and that could be a safety mechanism.
I don't think you're wrong, but saying you're offering aid and then trapping people in a place is a really good way to catch people off guard. To, kill them and take their stuff.
I see your
I
point.
suppose.
But then why offer all this?
It's enticing.
Then why have the puzzle? Why not just have this?
To, I don't know, make people feel safe.
Puzzle
The more-
seems to suggest that it requires intelligence of some sort.
Yes.
So maybe
Enough
it's
to solve the puzzle.
right. So you can't get to the reward unless you can show that you're actually who this is meant for.
But the answer was the bulbous thing with a tentacle.
We don't know when this was built. Maybe there were more of them then. Maybe those things used to live here. I don't know.
I actually have a question. I'm gonna text you this question
Okay.
though because I don't give anything away. Sorry, this is a
You're
long
alright.
question.
Emel, this bed is very comfortable.
Probably don't want to fall asleep though.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I did. I just
Oh,
sent you my
you're
response.
texting me, okay.
I will say that now that Celebrin brings it up about the fact that he doesn't know if there were more of those things, Hina, you have seen one of those creatures before
Oh, okay.
during the war. You only saw one. They weren't super common. People were definitely scared of them. And you do know what they are called, and you do now catch the joke about the beauty being in the eye of the beholder.
Now I have another meta question.
Okay. I answered one question and gave you another. Dang it. Sorry. I mean, I know that's what I'm
like how-
supposed to be doing, but...
I like how Jason doesn't believe what I'm saying.
Oh, is he still response?
Yeah, because I said, don't worry, we found Tourmaline. And then he goes, doesn't sound like something that would happen on Mukatara. That sounds like Beck having a nightmare. I said, currently we're enjoying a nice stay. In soft, fluffy beds and fine dining. More lies!
Maybe I'm just mega confusing myself. That's what it was. Okay.
But Hina wouldn't
Got
know
it.
that.
Okay. No, but Nira, like,
She wouldn't know
whatever.
that either.
I'll explain.
Nobody knows
No,
that
so
in character.
Your explanation, I figured neither of them would know, but you could see why I think Nero may know that, considering whatever.
She may have
It's
a
fine.
she may have a clue that they're somehow seen together, but not necessarily are connected. Because
Yeah,
correlation
okay, that's
doesn't
fine.
equal cause, but
She's also dumb and jumps to conclusions, so. Or not dumb, but rash. Anyway, you know, those creatures aren't really seen as good ones, right?
I don't know. I have no idea what it even is.
Well, Mel's joke kind of made sense. They're called beholders. They were part of
So the
war?
puzzle is a joke?
I guess so, but they were part of the war. Like, on the opposite side of the gods.
Huh.
I
Then-
thought there.
Why is this here? If it's... I mean, maybe it's just because somebody has a poor sense of humor, but... I don't know.
I mean, the guy who used to own the island before, maybe he had a bad sense of humor. Maybe he created it.
Maybe, I mean... His wife was a lieutenant of the Sky Queens or something? So he would have been a part of the war. If they were a part of the war, he would have known what they were. Maybe he built
That's
this.
assuming he built it.
Yeah. Who else would have? I mean, maybe your dad built it?
Wouldn't you think he would tell his daughter
Not
about there being safe houses?
Not
Probably not.
necessarily. Maybe your dad built it. Maybe does your dad have a corny sense of humor? Does your dad have a sense of humor?
Well, now I would say probably not, considering, you know, the shit he has to deal with all the time. Crap, I'm spending too much time with all of you. The
You
point
did use the
is-
word correctly, though.
Great. I'm glad I'm doing well. Anyway. I don't think he had time to build a place like this. Considering he was sent here on a mission.
Okay, so we don't know who built this, but they have a cringy sense of humor that ML figured out faster than any of us.
Or it's a
Which
trap.
means he also has a corny sense of humor.
And whoever built this place knew what those things were. John, if you are talking, we cannot hear you.
Still can't hear you. Oh god, he's broken. Anyway.
So I guess the question is, do we try the lever and see if it opens the door? And if it does, do we try to spend the night here because it's safe? And if it doesn't and springs a horrible trap, we probably are all going to die.
Great.
On the bright side, though, we won't have to deal with Beck anymore. That is one way to look at it.
That's
That
assuming
is-
he's still alive.
A, that's true. B, do you know the situation I'm in, right?
We don't really.
be reunited with your mom?
No, she needs to stay alive.
Right.
Has to stay alive.
So otherwise he'll take over your body.
My soul is not my own, or at least that's how I understood it.
I don't know if it's that your soul's not your own or so much as it is your body.
It's up for grabs. Either way. Verena tries the lever, let's do it now. I mean, we can't leave unless we try it.
Sure.
Who's gonna pull it?
How high? How high up is it?
Okay, so the lever itself, the lever is 4 feet long.
It's what?
The lever itself, the pole of the lever, is 4 feet long.
Oh.
And it's sitting about 5 feet off the floor. And it is currently in the upright position.
So Nira could pull it down just fine.
Mm-hmm.
She'll do it.
So, she goes over. It goes way easier than she expected it to. And you hear gears turning, the grinding and whirring. You hear stone on stone scraping.
And then it turns into a spaceship,
Uh,
and we all fly to the Candy Mountain.
Another doorway opens on the other side of the room.
Interesting.
You know, the other thought I have is how does the puzzle reset? Let's say
Anybody
we
want to go
do
check?
leave.
sure, why not?
Might as well.
Say we'll walk out
Sure.
and check on it.
You go out. The apple is no longer in the statue's hand.
That's odd.
She turns around. The door is closed. Oh, shoot.
Where do you go from here? Do you stay in the room with the statue? Do you go out to the main room? Do you go back into the aid room? Where do you go?
She's gonna go check to check to see if like the main door's open and see if
The
the
main
apple's
door
there.
is not open and the apple is not there.
Also not good. She's gonna go back to the others. So the apple's gone and the door's not open.
All right then.
Suddenly, I just want to sleep this entire nightmare off. You said a door opened in this room?
Correct.
Like a new door?
Actually, like a foot away from Imel's head currently. Just
Up in the air.
the door just the wall just kind of pressed in and slid over and revealed a door.
Well, I can help boost people up. So.
I said a foot away, not
Yeah.
a foot above.
Oh, sorry. I heard a foot above, so I was
No,
like,
foot
oh.
I also
away.
heard above.
It was away.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think I heard away, but you said Amel's head, which I think everybody just assumed was up.
Well, he's laying down
Maybe.
in bed, so it's a foot away from his head.
That's true.
Oh, that's true. I thought he sat up at some point. Never mind.
I guess I am still laying down in bed. I probably would sit up at this point.
Fair enough, a
Well,
door
yeah,
opened.
There's a door open.
Mel, you are the closest to the door.
I will look in the doorway.
It is just a closet, and inside there is a wheel with rope that goes up into the ceiling.
I kind of just want to turn the wheel.
It's a little difficult to move. It's heavy. But first question, where is everyone currently standing? I need to know which rooms everyone is in.
Oh. I think both my characters are in the room with the beds and such.
Is everyone in the room with the beds?
Yeah.
Mel, you start to turn the wheel as the door to the room that you are all currently in starts to lower. You hear the grinding of stone.
Oh. Either Mel's in an elevator, or everyone else is in an elevator.
This is just like a little closet. So you can stand in the room and turn this wheel.
We're all.
Well,
in
more
the
likely
elevator.
I'm in the elevator then.
We're all in the elevator. We're all going up. Is this how we're supposed to get out?
Maybe.
Do you want to just like stop it in the middle? Is that safe?
I don't know. I'm just turning this wheel. It gives me purpose.
Did you want to rest here? Because if we get to the top, I don't think it's safe anymore.
I mean, I can stop. I didn't know where it went.
Well, the door that was there is down there somewhere.
Well, maybe I can go back down. I'll try spinning it the other way.
The door goes back up.
Oh,
Great.
so we can go back down somewhat, but I'll just leave it here for now.
Well. If we're going to rest here, we might as well. If we're gonna die, we're gonna die. Sorry, that was really nihilistic.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
So are you all resting?
I'm probably gonna eat first, considering Celebrin's not dead yet.
Yeah.
He is not dead yet.
Yeah, my characters are gonna eat too, because it's like, well, they're gonna either die here in one fashion or another, or actually get out of this alive.
Okay. Everyone who eats the food gains 20 temporary HP that will last until
Oh.
nice.
till the end of your next long rest. So not the one that you're about to take, but the one after.
I will add that to my character sheet once I'm back at my desk.
Tick.
So just make sure that if you're going to be taking a long rest tonight and putting it through, that you re-add your 20 temporary HP after.
Alright. You said there was gold in here?
Yes, there is gold, celestium, silver, copper. There's lots of it.
Talia is definitely taking some.
There are also a few weapons scattered around.
Are there any spears?
There are 2 spears.
We throw them out.
Or are there any, like, daggers or short swords?
No short swords, no daggers. There is a long sword, but
I mean, if no one wants it, I think Celia will take it just as a backup weapon.
okay. You can add a longsword to your character sheet. There is nothing special about this longsword.
Sword's a sword.
You can probably guess that this is not the weapons cache that the Guardian talked about. There's just a few weapons here. More treasure, food, and comfy places to sleep.
Around how much money would she be able to collect?
How much would she like to try?
I mean, she has no money right now.
Neither does Hina. Hina is broke.
Gonna move you guys
The
for a
poor
second.
broke people may collect their money first.
Like, I don't know how much Zelia has, but if you go through every kind of currency, Hina has 0.
Same. So she would like to have something. Maybe enough to, if she can carry this much, enough to maybe get passage back home later.
She can very easily get that. There is easily 1,000 Celestium in this room.
Trying to remember, is Celestium
Platinum.
quote unquote platinum?
Yep. Worth quite a lot of gold.
She's just gonna start shoving some in her pockets.
Okay.
So
I'll
much
say
you tell me I can.
I'll say if you're trying to get some of each,
Yeah.
you can comfortably carry 100 Celestium, 600 gold,
Okay.
and then however much silver and copper your hearts desire.
Can Hina also collect that? Because she's also broke.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put like random
literally
numbers in
most
for the
Celestium.
copper and silver.
And how much is everyone else collecting? Like, can we collect?
So 100 platinum, 600 gold, as much silver and copper as you are comfortable putting in
we're
as a
all
reasonable
entitled to that?
yes, to a reasonable number.
Great.
You said 100 platinum, how much gold?
600. And then whatever you feel is a reasonable number for silver and copper.
I'm just gonna add 100 of each.
Me too.
You
That
are
was
all filthy rich now.
And Mel's like, this isn't new.
Amel is slightly more filthy rich.
Amel is now independently filthy rich.
Independently rich. Yes, yes.
This isn't daddy's money.
This ain't someone else's money that I'm using. It's my own money. I'm my own self-made man now.
So then,
And
after
Becca's
you've
missing out.
all gathered your coin, do you all lay down to rest?
Probably,
Yeah, so.
Okay. You all lay down with tummies full, pockets heavy, and you drift off into comfortable sleep.
This feels like a bad idea,
If
but
you
okay.
if you need a long rest, you may take it. Don't have the calendar up, so I can't adjust that yet. But it is now the 14th of Cowdom, I think. 14th or 15th?
I think it's the 14th.
I think so too.
Because we started on the 12th.
Yes.
No, wait, we had...
Have you had 2 rests?
No, we've had 3. What's the 15th?
So it's the 15th. Okay. That's why I'm like, I
Yeah,
know we're
'cause Hina
somewhere in that
was-
zone.
It was 3rd watch the first night, 1st watch the second night, and,
And
now
now,
here. So that's the
So,
3rd.
okay, so it's the 15th of Cowdo now. Thank you. This is what happens
Mhm.
when all of my modules turn off. I can't remember anything.
I'll do it.
As you wake up, you notice that there is a new door open. the door into the room has shut. So the
You
only
notice that you're all beholders now.
Stop.
hilarious. No. That's what happens if you get the puzzle
Creature?
wrong.
Oh man.
So the only way out of this room is through this newly opened door.
Well, maybe we should have gone up, but I suppose too late now.
So, do you all go through this door?
Yeah, I guess so.
As the last person steps out of this hallway and into the light that has shone on the other end of this hallway, you hear the grinding of stone very quickly as a door slams shut. And what was a rock cliff face that you have just exited out of. And not far away, you see an unconscious Beck. He doesn't look very good. His clothes have been ripped to shreds. He's clearly wounded. And he is unconscious. And that is where we are going to end tonight's session.